Okay. And what are you doing?
Burger King.
Brett! Shut up! Shut up! You already drove me nuts already when I was eating my ice cream. Be quiet. Oh my god, you fucking ugly hyena. Would you quit shopping that shit? You already drove me nuts already when I was eating.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, chicken nuggets from Burger King are delicious, man.
You kitty! Hey, hey, is Gary the Cookie Monster? No, because the Cookie Monster is more handsome. Look at your cute kitty! Look at Brandon's cute kitty.
Chicken nuggets are actually quite nice, and this is my fucking dinner.
I know, yeah. Well, chicken nuggets are pretty good. She is beautiful. I mean, what was pretty about her is her eyes. Her eyes are just like, you just see her eyes and you're just like, oh, I want to hold it, squirt, I love the kitty. Hey, don't judge me. I love the kitties.
Do I have to say words right now?
What? Well, actually, I do because it makes me laugh.
I bet it does.
Brett, what is your cat's name? Good question.
Opal.
Opal? Oh, hey, Gary, what's the cat's name?
No.
What's the cat's name?
I don't want to.
I don't want to what? That's not her name.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen.
What's her name?
What's her name, Gary? Come on.
Gary?
No.
Gary, what's her name?
I don't want, no. I don't want to.
You fucking.
If you maybe said fuck, if you fucking said please, maybe I will.
Okay, would you please say what the kitty cat's name is, you dumb little douche?
Opal.
Thank you. Oh, see, you said it all right. What are you bitching about?
Because it's not heavy.
Hey, just in case you guys wondering, no, I did not name her after Rarity's cat from My Little Pony. I've had her for over a decade, okay? It was just coincidental.
Yeah. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of Flicks with the Dicks. I know it's been quite a long-ass while, and I'll explain why we're doing it on a fucking Thursday instead of the usual time, but let me explain the important details because it involves me a lot with the responsibility why. Because I'm going to keep it short and simple to the point, ladies and gentlemen. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I fucking work. I work for a living. I work as an engineer. I work as a line filler. And my hours that I've been having lately, especially my new schedule, has been fucking crazy. I now do 50 hours a week. At least minimal 50 hours because 2 hours is extra overtime. But it's not only that's been going on. There's been family issues that's been going on as well that I dare not wish and bring to camera because it's a long-ass fucking story. And I've been going through a lot of family issues as well that's been affecting my own personal life. And it's been causing me to feel mentally terrible. So not only did I need a break from doing a live show, but try and focus on other things to at least film and hopefully get my mind off it, but it's not been helping, at least during that time frame. So last week was just not it for an episode or the week before that. So now we're doing it, and I'll explain why, again, we're doing it for this. Not only because of my crazy fucking schedule. This was planned last minute. Again, I take full responsibility.
What are you doing? Now, Gary, come on. You just started.
I want to hear that. I want to hear that.
Did you hear that? That was like a... You fucking nasty ass bastard. Hey, LJ Marshall's here. Happy. Oh, he says happy Single Awareness Day. Yes, folks. Today is the day. And I don't mean
I'll get to that in a little bit.
And I don't mean vasectomy day, something that I got 11 years ago.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, as for not only with what's been going on with work and everything, my own personal fucking issues, I apologize for being last minute. I don't do that shit, but hey, it had to be done because of what's planned this weekend, and I'll tell you exactly what. For this weekend is the second annual 2019 Network Film Awards, and the voting ballot sheet is in the chat. And for those who haven't voted, please please vote because this is due tomorrow.
It's due tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, and we need the votes in. We're already at, I'm not going to say how many votes total. That's only between the people who's running it. But right now we're getting good votes, good number. But please, if you haven't voted, I need the votes in by tomorrow. I need them in. Because once that time hits by 5 o'clock, that's it. I'm calling it all in. I'm going to take care of the who won. Friday night, we're going to be filming it around 7 or 8 p.m. We're going to film it. Then after that, Saturday, I'm going to edit it all together. Then Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern is where is going to be premiered live on this particular channel.
With the YouTube premiere, which is actually a great thing.
Yeah. So that is going to be premiered right here on this page. And folks, that explains why we're doing flicks. And I know you're probably wondering, oh, what about Wheel Cinema? Well, it had to be one of the two. Another episode of Flicks or Wheel. Had to be Flicks. Why? Because I don't want it to be another 3 weeks. So we decided to do Flicks. Wheel Cinema will be next week. For doing the episode and such, blah, 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 shit like that. And plus, if we did that and this, it would have been too much work already overwhelmed with the bullshit I have to do already. So it had to be one or the other, and it had to be this. So here we are with Flicks with the Dicks. Whoopee. So anyways, again, let me explain. I'm sorry if I sound out of it or if I sound fucking cranky. Again,
when is it that you're not cranky?
Well, it was a long ass day. It was a long ass day from what I had to do today, so I'm tired. We'll just leave it at that, and I just want to rest. So here we are doing this, and we're gonna definitely put the enthusiasm, fun, all that other shit. Now, as for the lineup and what topics, I'll be going first because I barely got little to nothing to talk about except a few things, a few trailers, movie news. I'm going to blend in with a trailer discussion and a list that I had saved.
And a certain little rant of something that I showed you.
Yeah, you did give me that. I mean, I'm not going to really rant or anything or yell because, again, I'm out of it. But I will discuss it and describe my feelings. I mean, it's going to sound like a rant, but it's not going to be like yelling. It's just going to give more like negative feedback. So that's gonna be going. So that's all my topics, and Fat Boy will be going second. Brady will conclude our program and all that fun stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, please enjoy the program, and I hope you all enjoy the second annual 2019 Network Film Awards. That's going to happen Sunday night, and please stay tuned for that. And again, if you haven't voted, the voting sheet is in the link down below. And please vote. It will be greatly appreciated. Oh, by the way, let me tell you right now about Valentine's Day. It is the worst fucking holiday of the whole entire year, and I'll tell you why. All it is just a very non-important holiday that's just commercial marketing bullshit for candy where you can just get fat.
Isn't that Halloween?
Tubby's already fat. He don't even need to bother.
Well, be quiet.
Myself and Brady, we're not. Well, Brady's plump. Me, I'm just bloated.
Look at this. So,
Valentine's Day is just a bullshit haul. By the way, everybody wished me a happy Valentine's Day today. I don't wish people happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah,
why? Because I have no reason to. I wish everybody happy St. Patrick's Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. Valentine's Day, nope. I do not say happy Valentine's Day to nobody because I fucking hate the holiday. I think it's not, excuse me, commercial advertisement.
The fuck you say, Lucas? Mr. Fat Ass, Mr. I can use my ass cheeks as the blob and Lake Pleasant.
Hey, Lucas, the scale lied.
No, that's not true. The scale is broken.
The scale lied. So, anyway, goddamn, you want to know who Lucas reminds me of? He reminds me of
He reminds me of Bert from Bert and Ernie.
No, he doesn't remind me of Bert. He reminds me of what does he remind me of?
Oh, the cute kitty.
Oh, I can't think of it. He reminds me of a certain character. It'll come to me.
What, a weasel? No, not a weasel. No. He's a wait. What is he?
No, he looks like fucking Gonzo from the Muppets. That big ass fucking nose. He looks like Gonzo from the Muppets.
Hey, Gary, I know who's Miss Piggy.
Wait, Brett, say something. I gotta get a picture of the cat. Just say anything so it can go to your screen.
Okay, well, what
Look at the cat just looking.
The cat has like a death stare.
That's
Do you see a poltergeist?
Doing one picture. All right, I'm done.
Looks like Grumpy Cat. They don't look like. Oh, that doesn't look like the Grumpy Kitty.
Don't dare compare my cat to a dated meme.
Gary, what in the fucking hell? Go ahead, Brady Boo.
Do you guys know what to go through to do all these topics? What I do have is some Blu-rays to show, and I do have some other topics to show, and I do have my cat on here because you do love cats, Jerome, and you do love cats too, don't you, Gary?
Me and Gary are the massive loving cat fans. Love the pretty kitties.
I got a cat.
Oh, now he's gonna bring it too.
Well, I don't have a kitty cat.
It looks like Gary's gonna bring his in here.
Yeah, you show me yours, and I'll show you mine. There we go. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
You can barely see your cat because it's like almost camouflaged.
Yeah.
I still love how you're holding it.
She's a baby. That's what.
No, watch. She's looking over like, would you please let me go, you fucking asshole.
Look at her face.
Yeah, she's like, would you fuck off so I can smack the shit out of you so you can let me go?
This is my little buddy right here. Yeah, okay. There you go, pal.
Yeah, look at now. Watch, she's gonna take off. Like, would you fuck off?
No, I know what she wants. She just wants water.
Yeah, y'all wondering where's my kitty? I don't have a kitty.
That's okay. You'll get one.
Flicks with the pussies.
Oh Jesus!
I don't know why she's just staring in that direction throughout the whole time. What is she looking at?
Oh wow! Even Tom took a picture of you and the kitty cat.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's actually a really good picture.
What is she looking at? It's right here. What is she?
I told you she's looking at a pole. Okay, cats can see things like humans can't. You look up at ceilings and they're just like that. Yeah, it means they see something.
Vietnam flashbacks.
Wait. God, James, would you fuck off? Quit calling me. Goddamn
Vietnam
fucking troll.
flashbacks.
Well, I do have one doggy, Aaliyah, Gizmo, but he's resting.
Anyway, greetings everyone, and welcome to another episode of Flicks with Dicks, folks. And here's the topics I have to offer. I have 3 Blu-rays to show, and only 2 of them are movies.
So one of them is a porno.
No. I also have some discussions. I want to discuss something relating to the upcoming Ghostbusters 3. We haven't talked about that on the show yet.
My God, yeah.
A couple of individuals relating to Ghostbusters 3. And I also want to discuss, the Oscars making, some pretty bad decisions.
I heard about this earlier. I couldn't believe it.
Yep. And I want to discuss, Disney.
What the fuck, Gary? Gary!
Just continue. Please.
I also want to discuss, Disney, talking about a potential idea of a remake as well as a sequel to one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, and it's something I'm not really proud of. And I'm usually on board with Disney doing remakes, but this one I'm not too sure about that one. I am not too sure about that. And I also want to discuss something related to my most anticipated movie of the year.
Okay.
So, let's begin.
That's what I say.
I know. I said it to
Oh,
trigger
he
you.
said what? He said my opening statement too. That's great.
Would you be quiet, Gary? Oh, chocolate toast crunch. Man, is that shit delicious.
I need to try that.
It is some good shit, but man, prepare your stomach because you're gonna unleash a nuke. Ladies and gentlemen,
I won't have to worry about that because you know me. I hate milk in my cereal.
how can you not have fucking milk in your cereal?
Because it's wet inside.
Well, so is a pussy, but it tastes good.
Yeah, milk and cereal tastes gross.
No! You're not human!
I'm not human.
Yes! And I'm not the dude.
You hate pickles.
Pickles are fucking gross!
You're still a human.
Look at this. I'm the least human. And I love pouring my milk in cereal because that shit tastes good. And would you be quiet, you neon Casper looking fuck?
Just look at your messages. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, let me see. Oh, yes, I already know. Yeah, he sent me that too. Okay, easy.
Hey, Gary, we're both drinking Pepsi products.
Hey, you know what? I prefer Pepsi product because Mountain Dew is the fucking best, man.
I love Coke and Pepsi. I'm a rebel.
Well, if you had to tell me which one I need to choose between the two, I would choose the Pepsi products because nothing beats Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew's the best drink ever.
Ladies, what the fuck is this shit? Hold on a second. I gotta look up what this shit is. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 72 of the continuation of Flicks with the Dex. Introducing Superman fan 03 Brett Greer. Since he lost a bet, I'm waiting for you to play Battletoads on your channel.
How about we play it live on Flicks with the Dex to make things easier?
No, because I want you to do it like you did with Castlevania and like you did with Lost Levels.
Well, I in the middle of my most anticipated game in over a decade.
Yeah, it's called Doom Eternal. And then we have the young, yes, Mr. Garrison, who's been busting his ass.
I'm fucking sad every day.
Sad, miserable, cranky, and just fucking furious. Yep, that speaks Mr. Garrett in a nutshell. And yours truly, Rubber Boy J Money. Here's what I have to offer. Let me get to my post here. Put that down and put that down, and I don't mean my dick. Here we go. I got the weekend box office. I haven't done those in a while. I have a new topic I like to do with you gentlemen and with the live chat. I did a lot of these, and these should be interesting. It's called Versus.
Silent but deadly.
Okay, so I want to turn that into a GIF, please. Thank you very much. It looks like he's giving birth. Thanks to Count Victor, Lars Von Testicle. Yeah, we'll get to him a little bit. A little update on the Network Film Awards and the Wheel of Cinema. My film discussion. This is going to be a follow-up, part 2 of why film enthusiasm is fucking dead. And my last one, the 10 best films. This is a little series I'll start with this week, and I'll continue on from the next week when I do the 1990s, the 1980s.
I thought you were going to, you have another topic. I'm going to discuss a little something from Disney that just popped out, that just popped on the internet.
What would that be?
Aladdin. I think we discussed that.
Oh, well, Owen mentioned that to me. And Aladdin with the special, a little teaser. And what a teaser it was, especially towards the end. We'll get to that. And
what are you doing?
That's all I need to say about it.
Okay, I hope someone turns that in.
That's it.
Okay, turn that to a GIF, please. Thank you very much. Until then,
man.
Let's begin.
All right, since I'm going there's a reason why I'm going first. There's a reason why. There's a special reason why I'm going first. Because I'm in charge!
Well, I am. I'm in charge, not you. Me.
I'm in
No,
charge.
I'm in charge.
I'm in charge.
First the
I'm
worst,
in
second
charge.
the
I
best.
make the rules.
No, you don't make shit.
I make
The only rules
rules.
you make is when you flush the toilet to shit down your brains.
I'm in charge. You understand?
No.
I'm in charge.
Yeah, charge of jack shit.
I'm in charge. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I got a couple of things I'm going to go over. The first thing we're going to go over is a couple trailers. All right. First trailer I'm going to go over is this new movie called Yesterday. This movie Yesterday is a what if scenario that is going to be surrounding what if the world, how the world would function if the Beatles never existed in the music industry.
Then the Beach Boys would be more popular.
Well, they were popular before the Beatles ever even came to America.
Yeah, but I wonder where the Beatles got their material.
Yeah, inspiration, ladies and gentlemen, from the Beatles.
Yeah.
True facts. How you think Sgt. Pepper's was created? Again, inspiration from
from the Beatles.
It was a bit. You want to know something between the Beach Boys and Beatles? It was pretty much a competition. The Beatles had Rubber Soul. Oh, the Beach Boys wanted to do something better.
Okay, get back. But the Beatles. Continue. Because that has something to do with the Beatles. I apologize.
But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, with the Beatles right now, great album. This is a what if scenario. How the world would function if the Beatles never existed in the music industry? Because what happens is the world's going right, a total eclipse happens, and this guy plays a song called Yesterday to his girlfriend, or girl that he likes, and she thinks that he wrote it. But clearly he says it's the Beatles.
It's always a guy who writes a song, and it's always for a girl.
And she's thinking, who's the Beatles? So this guy goes on the internet, and basically when he types in the Beatles, like the BATLES, it just says Beatles, like the actual bug. So no existence whatsoever. So basically all the songs that this guy surprisingly knows are the Beatles, because he's the only one who knows, he just plays all their songs and he gets famous for them.
Bugs.
Yeah, but the thing is, he feels guilty about it. And it even shows in the trailer that he's fucking guilty. It shows you right there that he's guilty. But the thing is, how does this alternative world work? How does he know them and everyone else doesn't? Will that be explained in the movie? I sure as hell hope so, because I want to see a film. This film sounds like it should have some logic to it or some explanation. If there's no logic at all, then we're gonna be pretty upset.
And Gary, don't forget, it's directed by Danny Boyle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that really caught my attention about him doing a web scenario. See, the thing is that I do like is that there's hardly many films that I see that have like a what if scenario, like what if this group never existed? What happens if this guy didn't happen? What happens if these events never took place? How would the world function? I actually like movies like that where it's a what if scenario, because it might give a different perspective, a different look of what would happen. If
but it didn't work for one series. It's called The Fucking Purge.
Well, it's like I said, not are all of them going to work? No, they're not. But it just depends on the execution, who's directing, how it's written and such. But I do like ideal concepts of how it's going to work. The Purge is a whole different story of its own.
It's fucking garbage. And I can't believe there's a fifth one coming out.
I'm talking about current events like relating to reality in the world. I'm not talking about shit like that. And yes, don't I look fucking handsome? I know. I haven't looked this good in years. I'm sorry to be narcissistic, but I need self-confidence in myself.
Who said that? I don't see that in the chat.
That was nobody in the chat. I just want to feel good.
You narcissist.
But anyways, I was actually going to get to the Child's Play reboot in a little bit. So as for this film Yesterday, am I interested? It caught my attention because I like the ideal concept. And I caught my eye of who's directing it. So I'm really curious to see how this film is going to be turned out. And the major factor is that I'm looking for, that I want to see, is the logic to see how that is going to be played out. The logic is the main thing I'm going to be looking.
What I love about Danny Boyle is he uses directing flair and just like does any sort of crazy scenario and just makes it work. I mean, have you seen Trainspotting?
Yeah,
I think that's.
I have not seen the sequel though.
No, I heard that one's good.
Okay.
I think Trainspotting is his best film.
To me, his best film is Slumdog.
That would be my fourth favorite. That'd be my fourth favorite of his.
Damn.
Okay.
Get there.
All right. Well, that's interesting stuff. All right. Next trailer I want to discuss is Frozen 2.
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna get some fucking hate here, but you know what? I don't give a shit.
I don't get
really,
the fucking hate for it. I
I
really
don't give a
don't.
shit. So
Wait,
anyway, let me
am I
talk
the
about what?
am I the only person? I don't know if I got this by somebody, but was I the person who coined the phrase "the frozen treatment"?
I don't know.
Because
Probably,
I've been
probably
using
not.
that for years, and I have not seen no one else use it but me.
But anyways, let me talk about this Frozen 2 trailer and let me explain why it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Because this was in Frozen. I've discussed it multiple times. Frozen is a movie that centers around a whole new alternative world and bringing back that love of Disney princesses that we all know have no sing-alongs, and was able to get smash hits, and it did so well with such a unique story like that. And I thought it was an absolute touching movie. It was basically like a typical quote unquote rebirth revival of the princesses we all know and love. Even though Tangled was
yeah.
that film that did it first, but the thing is, Frozen did a little better with its with what it was centering around and this new princess that actually had some powers. But anyways, let me talk about Frozen 2, the trailer. This particular trailer was something genius.
Very.
This trailer was actually genius because looking at the setting alone, looking at the visual presentation, I'm not focusing on the princess. I'm looking at the visual presentation. This looks like it's not only going to be something dark, but it's going to be something that shows cases that the first film didn't have, and that was actually some action / adventure involved.
I especially love the final shot where Anna kills the Evil Dead monster.
See, I'm looking at some of these reasons. Because,
There was something walking up behind them. And clearly Anna killed it. We don't know what it is. I'm saying it's the Evil Dead monster for the trailer's sake.
Okay. See, I don't see why the movie isn't. I don't understand why it's annoying. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Well, I told you why, Gary. Because it's one of the most successful. Okay, remember when it first came out, it got praised everywhere, and then within half a year, with all the success and praise and critical acclaim and awards it won, people did a 180 and started to hate on it because of that reason. And then that's why the bandwagon came in, which I called it the Frozen treatment. And every year there's a film that does that. This year it was Black Panther, or last year.
Especially since it got nominated for Best Picture.
Yep.
But see, the thing is, with a lot of these films that's getting this treatment, like I said, my main focus with that bothers me is Frozen. Because the film itself did what it needed to do, and it was something incredible. But the thing is, how they showcased Princess Elsa, or whatever the fuck the bitch's name is. Have you seen those female porns? I have. But anyways, this gave something a little bit more dark, a little bit more eye appealing, a little bit more action, a little bit more adventure that might be something incredibly interesting. And it caught my attention of this mood. And I felt that.
Mm-hmm.
I felt what this trailer was doing, and I was hooked. I said before that this was my fourth anticipated film of the year, and I'm not going to go against that statement because it is. So
it definitely looks. I see some comments that. I see some comments in the trailer saying that this looks like the Empire Strikes Back of Frozen.
You know what? That's a good comparison.
Yeah, that is definitely an interesting way of putting it. So, with that being said, I'm interested. I don't understand how it's overrated. Oh, it's just my opinion. No, that to me is a cliche answer. If you give me at least your reasons why, okay, I'll understand your reasons. I like people who gives me details to help back up their claim.
Yeah,
isn't that the point of having an opinion or whatever it's called? At least have your own reasons to explain it.
Your own thoughts,
but
yeah.
Saying alone, oh, it's just my opinion. That right there doesn't tell me much.
No.
But anyways, this film caught my interest. I'm excited. I cannot wait. And yes, I'll be seeing it in theaters since I do have my movie pass. Not gonna understand the hate whatsoever.
Nope, me neither.
This is where I'm gonna probably get some backlash again because let me tell you all right now, the best way I can theme this up is I'll take a remake over something I hate over something I love.
Oh,
there's one.
Let me tell you all right now, I fucking hate the Child's Play movies. I do not like Chucky. I find that little bastard to be incredibly annoying.
however, that trailer impressed me.
That's where it got me as well. The trailer impressed me as well. This looked sinister up the ass.
Oh,
and
not only that, it was well delivered.
Yeah, it was sinister. It was really fucking sinister. And at the end where that chick was tied, I was like, this was not in any of the other Chucky movies. Not that overly over the top, edgy horror like that, quote unquote.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering.
I really don't know the best ways to put it. So, looking at this particular trailer, I'm interested. I know I say when it comes to films that being remade, I usually say I'm fucking against it. But again, I'll take a remake over something I hate over something I love. And Child's Play is one of those movies that I fucking hated because I hated the original. It was stupid. It was.
I thought the original was stupid too.
They were stupid. That's the best way to put them. They were stupid.
The original Child's Play was so enjoyably dated.
It's dated.
Bland and generic. In the original Chucky movies, let me tell you right now, he wasn't seeing the shit that happened in this new one. It wasn't that dark, nor wasn't that sinister in the original. It was just goofy bullshit. And this one, it actually looks like what the Chucky should have been. I feel like it's gonna be something sinister.
I hope Brad Dourif is still gonna play Chucky.
That might be interesting, but we'll have to wait and see. Now,
by the way, the mother the mother, she's a fucking sexy ass hot MILF. Holy shit!
Aubrey Plaza, man.
I couldn't believe that was her because I can't stand her.
Yeah. Let me tell. I'm totally against all the disagreements right here from the Frozen 2 to this. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in this child. I'm not definitely interested, but I'm curious.
I'm very curious.
Now let me get into something where I think we're all going to agree on, and this is where it brings and Bloody told me about this, and I was like, you know what? This is what it brings to my same where I'd rather not see something that I love get fucking remade, and that's happening.
Oh my god! Okay,
I don't understand why Hollywood has to pick on poor John Carpenter all the time. With the Halloween, that made sense because that was a continuing story of the original, and it made perfect sense of what was going on. With this on the other hand, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
Also, The Thing that made sense to a small extent. That was a prequel.
That was a prequel, yeah.
But let me talk about this. The ideal concept for a Big Trouble in Little China happening. The ideal concept of Escape from New York getting remade. Are you? I gotta go pull. Oh my god!
Even the kitty cat's just like. The cat's like, fucking told you so, dumb shit. I wish that we can read what the cat is saying like Garfield. Best Valentine fart.
That was a squirter.
I agree, Hunter. Ready Player One was the best use of Chucky ever. I agree 100%.
It's fucking Chucky.
It's fucking Chucky.
I love when PG-13 Spielberg movies have, random uses of the word fuck, unexpected, and it's just
because Steven Spielberg still has balls, man.
Remember the use of the word fuck and Catch Me If You Can?
Yep.
Hey Jerome, knock knock.
Who's there?
Go fuck yourself.
Yep. See, yeah, because Steven Spielberg still has balls, and yeah, a guy his age making Ready Player One and still contains that amazing Spielberg magic and moment. Yeah, there's a reason why it was my pick for the year. You feel better, Care Bear? Oh, poor Bess. You feel all pooped out. You went up shit creek without a paddle.
Oh my god, that was literally, I almost squirted myself.
Did you eat some gushers?
No, I literally almost fucking squirted myself.
Or some prune juice? Oh,
What?
I'm taking 367 pictures of that. Fucking prune juice! There. Oh, I'm taking 924 photos of that.
Escape from New York being remade.
It's made by the same guy who did Upgrade, Leigh Whannell.
And also
Upgrade's a good movie, but what's the point of it being remade?
There's no point.
You ain't gonna find another guy like Kurt Russell.
No, you won't.
You ain't gonna find another guy who made Snake Plissken a badass.
Mm-hmm.
Let's game the look. Who are you gonna get? Chris Hemsworth?
Wait, is it true that Snake Plissken, like the overall look and his character, is somewhat kind of people got inspired by that, especially Hideo Kojima with Solid Snake for Metal Gear? Is that true or not?
It sounds true, but I don't know.
Because it sounds legit. I mean, think about it: the eye patch, the overall look,
Well, won't surprise me, but nobody's gonna take away the look like fucking Kurt Russell.
Escape from LA. We don't talk about that movie because that movie's fucking stupid.
We do not talk about it. It had literally some of the worst visual effects.
Oh my god!
Like it was that
the worst.
Dreadful.
You know what? Hunter Hughes said this. Why not get Wyatt, Kurt's son, to play him?
If you can get Wyatt, Wyatt, his son, to play, okay. But the thing is, don't call Escape from New York and make it a remake. Make it a continuing story, but in a whole new time setting. Make it like what's the best way to put it? A sequel. Make it like a sequel, but instead of Escape from New York or Escape from LA,
Escape from Chinatown.
Escape from Chinatown, or Escape from Japan, Escape from Texas. I don't know, but make it like
Escape from Gary's ass.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, that fart.
Folks, please. This ideal concept for I'm not like I said, I'm not gonna read the articles. I'm just gonna give my honest thought. I think that the ideal concept for it is stupid. It's not. It shouldn't happen, and there's no reason. The movie itself, I've said this how many times with so many movies. They're perfect as their own standalone thing. If they made money, if they did well in the box office, if they got loved by fans or critics or whoever, leave them alone.
I think it's I think John Carpenter has the most movies being remade at this point.
He does.
Yeah, it's going a time when they'll announce, "Hey, we're gonna do a remake of They Live and connect it in ways to the Trump administration."
Oh my god!
It don't even surprise me. So, in a way, Escape from New York don't need to happen. I think it's total bullshit. I should read the article why the ideal concept's happening, but I don't think I'm going to. All right, so let's get to my next topic I got, and that is some lists. I'm going to go on until 6 o'clock, so give us at least a little time. You know what?
6 o'clock.
Maybe 6 o'clock. I don't know.
6 o'clock.
Exactly.
So, hello, sorry, I was late. I was cooking. What's cooking? What's cooking? My. Shut the fuck up, Gary. I can feel your look, asshole. I want to know what she's cooking. She's a good chef, man. Especially her desserts.
The only good chef is Isaac Hayes.
Oh fuck.
No, the only good, the best chef, Hannibal Lecter. There you go.
I'm having a friend for dinner.
By the way, for Halloween this year, I can actually pull off the Hannibal Lecter look. I can. I mean, I can't look like her now, but with the way my head is shaped.
What are you talking about? You already are wearing a mask. Oh wait, no, that's your face.
I can really pull off Hannibal Lecter in the best way I can.
Hello, Clarice. Or the lamb's
it's either him or Harvey Whippleman. So there you go.
Harvey Whippleman.
So, last topic I got is a list surrounding something I wanted to discuss an episode ago, but I didn't get the time to. So that is top 10 movies that ruined childhood in the 80s. Every film has its reason, but the thing is, I'm not talking about specifically that it ruined childhood, but if you watch the movie as a kid, then there's some dark moments in the film that probably just hit you in the childhood really hard, because there's a lot of those moments in these movies. And some of them are bad, some of them are good, some of them I actually fucking despise in this list. So, and the thing is, you're probably wondering why. Again, there's reasons in the film alone, especially what happens, of why it has a theme of ruined childhoods. Not like legitimately, but you'll get what I mean. All right, starting off with number 10 is Stand By Me.
Like movies that ruin childhoods?
In the 80s, yeah.
Okay.
Did you listen to a word I said?
Yeah, but it's just like when you said Stand By Me, I had to stop and think for a second. It's like, how did that ruin childhood?
Because look at the dark message of happened where they found the boy in the film, Ray, I believe his name is Ray Brown, I believe his name was. I can't remember the kid's name, but it was Ray something.
Well, to be quite fair, one part of the movie, had me cringing is when they have leeches all over them, especially that when he.
Yeah,
because they had to cross that fucking river and shit.
Yeah, the leeches is one of the main things I got childhood, because it's a nightmare for anybody where you have leeches all over you. So Stand By Me is on there for not only the leeches, but for discovering the kid, especially what was going down.
Especially if you find a leech on your nuts, man, that scene was Jesus.
Yeah, that's the hit right there. All right, next up, number 9 is Return to Oz. Now,
Oz.
I have not really seen this movie, but I heard it's a direct dark sequel to the original Tale of Wizard of Oz. But the difference is Dorothy's in a mental institution and she's whack, and she has to go back to Neverland, Wonderland, or the Land of Oz. I'm thinking of fucking Peter Pan. I'm thinking of Alice in Wonderland. I'm thinking of whatever this is. So she has to go back to Oz to.
And now when it first came out, hold on, someone pick that up.
It's a post-apocalyptic world. I don't know much about Return to Oz.
When it first came out, like most dark fantasy 80s movies at the time, it was like people had like thoughts on it. People were confused by it. Nowadays, like most dark 80s fantasy movies, it's got a cult following, and being praised as a faithful sequel, even if it has a completely different tone.
I can't go against it. I've not seen Return to Oz, so I won't know. Number 8.
You would probably enjoy it because it's a surprisingly, faithful sequel to The Wizard of Oz.
Also, Stand By Me is rated R. Why would kids see that movie?
I don't know.
I saw it in 8th grade, if that counts.
Number 8. This is the definition of ruined childhoods. The number 8 is a movie I fucking despise so much.
Hmm? What?
What is one of the things in the movie world I hate the most?
The Gremlins?
Bingo. This is where the theme of ruined childhoods come into play. God damn it.
Damn. Yeah, see, that's what you get for bashing Gizmo. And I don't mean my doggy.
Because Gizmo's a fucking ugly little twerp.
He is not ugly. He's adorable.
And he's played
he's not. He's a cute little snuggle buddy.
Cute little snuggle buddy. Yes, so is an Asian chick. You're looking at me. I don't have one.
Yeah, you have better odds of getting a Gizmo.
He's played by someone with a bad case of OCD.
Yeah, something like that. But the thing is, with these Gremlins, though, the fucking movie was stupid. Now, this is where ruined childhood is, because they turn from so cute little wizards, little bundles of toys.
He is so cute.
They turned into evil little bastards, and that probably scared a lot of children. For me, I just thought it was stupid.
Oh, you're cold. You're cold-hearted.
They were all annoying to begin with. Seeing that.
No, the mean ones they were.
They were all annoying. They were
all. You get the fuck out of here.
Well, that's it. Tell that to Hulk Hogan in the sequel, Gary.
Oh god damn! I don't even want to know about the sequel. But seriously. Gremlins. All right, number 7, The Dark Crystal. Now I know about this movie. Now you're thinking, hey, it's a kids movie. Jim Henson, right? Yeah, you got one, dark, ugly, creepy ass looking monsters.
Monster.
That actually looks better than Avatar. So there you go. That's the main reason why Dark Crystal's on there. Number 6, same exact deal, but this was a fun one. Labyrinth.
I have it on
Oh, the
Blu-ray.
David Bowie movie.
I thought Labyrinth was a lot of fun, man. I thought it was fucking great
And
stuff.
And you know what? There was a handful of other singers who were considered for the role of the Goblin King. There was Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
oh God,
he did his own movie that it was a short film and it was actually surprisingly good. Moonwalker.
Moonwalker, yeah.
It was actually good.
And you know, Mick Jagger was also supposed to play the Goblin
Oh
King.
God, no.
That's fucking funny.
I'm glad they went with David Bowie.
I wonder if David Bowie's son, what's his name, the filmmaker?
Duncan Jones.
Duncan Jones. I wonder if he shares the same assets as his father. I don't mean talent.
This is fucking Mick Jagger. I can't get no. That is satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction. He walks like he's got fucking shit in his pants.
Don't you diss Mick Jagger.
Okay, thank you, Victor, Count Victor. I will send you the timestamp for a GIF. Thank you.
Fucking Mick
Don't
Jagger.
you diss Mick Jagger.
Him and them big ass lips.
He's like, that's what the motherfucker looks like.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What the hell? What's he doing?
Probably pulled a mean shit himself. Because it ain't the first time this happened. Literally, the motherfucker, look, did you not look at the guy? He's got them freaking DDLs, dick sucking lips.
Yeah,
That's what he looks like.
very talented with them lips too.
God, talented. Yeah, he certainly sucks a lot of dick for sure. Because with those big bug-eyed lips he's got. So he must have did a lot of cock during his time. Oh, wait, no, I take that back. Look at all the kids. He's got a lot of kids. Jesus Christ, man. For 78 years old, or whatever the hell old he is.
Oh,
He's a man he farts dust and shits rust. That's what he does. I'm so goddamn done with that.
Please allow me to introduce myself.
What? I'm busy. He walks like he's got shit in his pants all the time. He's like, literally, that's how the asshole is on his stage. Also, majority wrote some songs about him getting laid. Can't get no satisfaction. Listen to the cover by Devo. That's one's better. I'm lust for life. Oh, wait, no, that's Iggy Pop. Fuck me. I screwed up. That's Iggy Pop.
You'll probably like Guns N' Roses' cover of Sympathy for the Devil.
I don't like Guns N' Roses either.
Whoa! What?
Axl Rose is a legit idiot.
Well,
He sounds like an idiot and he looks like an idiot.
Talented singer, you can't deny that. Jesus.
Wow, sweet God, that's what he sounds like.
Yes, I know, and yet he's able to.
I don't know whose balls. I don't know whose balls dropped first, his or Adam Levine. Oh wait, no, this is Adam Levine right here. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna perform the whole Super Bowl halftime show because I can't sing right. I'm just gonna show my muscles, my tattoos, and just look good. Yeah. Oh, look at my nipples. Yeah.
What the fuck? I just came back and I see this bullshit.
You think that's talented right there?
Guns N' Roses.
He doesn't know what else to do.
Guns N' Roses.
He doesn't know what else to do. He didn't know what to do because he sounds like his balls haven't even dropped.
I laughed so hard there that I farted and I almost pissed myself and I had a haul ass.
Let's show my muscles, let's show my tits, and yeah, I have armpit hair.
Yeah, get rid of that. That's fucking disgusting.
Man.
Get it waxed.
He's a poser. He's just a bigger poser than Mick Jagger.
Who is?
Axl Rose.
Adam Levine from
Adam Levine. Oh, Axl Rose. No, he's a fucking He's a fucking asshole dickhead, dude.
He is, but you can't deny how great a voice he has.
Oh, he's talented, but that doesn't take away the fact that he's an asshole.
Back hair, actual talent, and wearing suits and looking good. To dudes thinking, oh, they're so hot because they got tattoos. And no, show off your talent more instead of your fucking body. If you want to show your body, go do porn.
Or modeling, Gary. You don't have to do porn, you dumb shit.
One of the two. I gotta get a shirt on.
You need a shave, you hairy fucking wildebeest. God damn.
Hey, I got a nice chest hair. All right, next up for this list.
Guns N' Roses.
More movies I absolutely despise. I know you like it, but it's so
Large Mars. I remember seeing Lars Mars. That's
Lars Mars, and it looked like this. Oh, booga, booga, booga. I scared the fucking shit out of me when I first saw that.
That's the scene right there where Ruined Childhood, where the lady did that face. My bike's not the same, Francis. Shut up, you.
Gary, come on. How can you diss Pee Wee Herman? How can you?
He's a freaking man child.
Gary, you two have things in common. You guys have things in common.
You know how I feel about that? I feel like this. I feel like that's how I feel.
Gary, you have three things in common, Gary. You like to make weird voices, you like to make funny faces, and you both like to watch adult films.
There's a difference. I'm not annoying like he is, and I'm actually more handsome. So anyways, number 4 is Ghostbusters 2.
2, really?
Yeah.
I thought the first one would have some traumatizing moments.
Are you? If a woman asks you if you're a god, you say yes.
Yeah. All right, number 3, Child's Play.
Yeah, that movie's stupid as fuck.
This is Chucky right here. Hey, sweetheart, how you doing? I'm gonna come over there and stab your titties right off.
Who are you? The fucking main character from the house that Jackoff built?
No,
that's what he did to someone.
I don't know. I couldn't figure out what to say about Chucky.
I don't know what the fuck you were trying to say about
Guess Who? Yeah, Guess Who. Have you played Guess Who? It's a fun game.
I have a date with a 6-year-old boy.
Oh my god, dude. That's some bitches creepy. All right, next up, number 2. This one actually makes sense. Even though it was a kid-friendly manner, but as an adult, you can see what the movie was doing. All Dogs Go to Heaven. It was surrounding alcohol problems, drug dealing problems.
I think that movie's somewhat underrated.
Yeah,
what else? Murder, crime, and I think prostitution. But it was all served in a kid-friendly manner. But as an adult, you got what the movie was doing.
Yeah. Now
it was
the scene that
problems.
The scene that.
Well, nowadays, I cry at that movie, knowing what happened to Burt Reynolds, and especially how the movie ends. It's very similar because I cry because what happened to Burt Reynolds. He was a very talented guy.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. It really is. But
the scene that, because like I said, I grew up watching that movie. The scene that disturbed me when I was a kid was the scene when they were in fucking hell.
Yeah, that was disturbing.
That was disturbing, especially the noises and shit. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What about the big alligator, Jerome?
No, that scene from hell was worse for me.
But anyways, by the way, Tiffany, since it's Valentine's Day, I'm gonna give her this message. This is for you. There you go, and that hurt my arms really bad.
Well, yeah, you're always doing it yourself.
Yeah. But anyways, here are the honorable mentions. I'm gonna go through these quickly because I want to get to your turn, fat boy. We have Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Again,
I killed your brother.
That actually gave me a boner, let alone scare me.
Anyways, I'm not bad. I was just drawn this way. That is one of the most clever lines in cinematic history.
I wasn't on the
by the way,
because you got what it was doing.
Sorry. Since you actually did grow up in the 80s, Jerome, you're an 80s kid. How did you react when you saw Jessica Rabbit for the first time?
I told you, man. I was just like, oh, so that's what that thing is for.
Here's a fun fact. Did you know that if you slow down the movie by 0.25 when the car crashes into that light pole, you can see Rabbit's cleavage in her watch if you see it.
Or there is a thing called SFM porn when she gets fucked. Yeah.
Next up, Legend, The Land Before Time, Batman, and surprisingly, Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. Is it the scene where they get sucked into television?
Yeah.
And then there's that I see nipples. And there's that gateway.
Yeah, I got nipples right here. My nipples are freaking good. Don't you? Rule for everybody. For men,
You don't make fun of another man's nipples. Yes, I got it.
Nipples, and for women, do not insult another woman's tits. That is a golden rule. And number one is The Never-Ending Story. What about that movie besides being timeless?
Oh, I know what scene it is.
The horse.
Yep,
Yeah.
I called it. The fucking horse.
When I saw that movie the first time in middle school, when I saw it scene, I was like, there are kids around me. I gotta hold back my tears.
Yeah. So,
and you know what? That movie for a children's movie has some fucking balls, especially the scene where he meets the wolf for the first time, but he doesn't know he's Atreyu. That wolf was fucking menacing, man. Holy shit.
Oh.
Yeah. But anyways, that's all my topics. I gotta go get a shirt on.
Yeah, get a shirt on.
I have pants on. Don't worry.
Oh my God. Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn, Mike.
Ring around the rosebud, I want a donut. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, did you came out of the closet again?
What?
What? Ladies and gentlemen, let's go over to the weekend box office. The weekend box office, whatever numbers are going because box office mojo, because the numbers are going to give you the most precise, accurate, and reliable numbers. Let's see what we have for the estimates of this weekend. Alrighty. Now, obviously, these are the Wednesday numbers. So I'll go and see what they have for day to date, because it's been a while since we actually did these. Our previous chart. Let's go to Tuesday. Monday. Yes, Aaliyah, nice butt shot. Oh, I thank you. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake, would you be quiet? Okay. These. Oh my God. Chart index. It's kind of hard to do this shit when the fact that it's not a weekend. Okay. This is the daily domestic chart for Wednesday, February 13th, 2019. All right. We have 3 new releases. Number 5 is Cold Pursuit. This is the Liam Neeson film. It made $745,000. Overall gross $13 million. Number 4, what?
I want to see Cold Pursuit. I've been hearing like good things about it.
I actually heard it was like a very funny, dark comedy drama. Number 4, What Men Want. Looks stupid as fuck. I'm sorry. From Paramount Pictures, it has made up to $21.978 million. Number 3 is Happy Death Day to You, which I heard was actually a fun sequel. Because the original, the first 20 minutes of the original was awful. But once the main theme and the main premise starts kicking in, it's a fun movie. This generated $980,000. Number 2, the Lego Movie 2. This movie is a big flop. Because on its opening weekend, it only generated little over half of what the first movie did.
That's sad.
Mm-hmm. And they say it's a really good follow-up. $39 million. And number 1, Isn't It Romantic? The new Rebel Wilson movie. Fucking shoot me. I'm so sick and tired of this fucking bitch. She's not funny. She's irritating.
Well, she is. I love her. I love her as Fat Amy in the first 2 Pitch Perfect movies.
That's what her gimmick is in every single movie.
Oh, and she was hilarious in 22 Jump Street.
She wasn't. Wait, she was in 22 Jump Street?
Wait, wasn't that one?
That was the chick who. That was someone else.
That wasn't. Oh shit.
That was oh fuck. I know what you're talking about. She was in awful films like Fist Fight and that movie Scarlett Johansson. Jillian Bell. She was hysterical in that movie. But yeah, this movie, it looks fucking retarded. The only thing good about Rebel Wilson is she's hot, but that's about it. She's fucking annoying. She's not funny, and she's irritating. That covers that up. That went over that really quick. Okay. What would you like me to go over first? You want me to?
No, I want to hear Brett. I want to hear Brett's stuff.
Shut the fuck up. Hey, Price is Right. How you doing, buddy?
Over there. Aladdin.
Oh wait, hopefully the Hidden World doesn't underperform. Actually, everywhere else it's been doing tremendous because it's open in other overseas early and in their respectable places, it's been doing extremely well. What are you laughing at?
That's what James sent me.
Oh my god. Okay.
No.
Okay. So the
Oh, no.
teaser for
Oh,
Jesus fuck.
You're saying I'm not human, Jerome?
Gary's ass is an alien. It's not human to him. It was attached to him. You ever seen the movie Basket Case? Okay.
Maybe like there's a xenomorph inside Gary, and it's
Xenomorphs. Yeah, it's gonna pop out of his butthole. I don't think she's hot. Rebel Wilson, I think she is actually really attractive, and she can be. You know, it just depends on how she comes off. Yeah, no shit. Okay, so the teaser for Aladdin came out not too long ago. You know, pretty much showing you like some of its glamorous appeal and everything. You know, now I will say this. First of all, the guy who's playing Jafar, bland.
Yeah, it looks I can tell it's one of those it's like they only casted him so Disney can avoid the whitewash backlash. That's it. They don't care how charismatic he could be as Jafar. All they saw was like, oh, he's a Middle Eastern /Arabic guy, so we should just cast him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, future filmmaker. That's I think that's Joshua Drake. Hey, buddy. Margot Robbie is beautiful. You goddamn fucking Skippy she is, man. That scene in The Wolf of Wall Street, she comes out with her legs crossed and she's just doing that pose when she's naked when she took her home. I was in the theater. I'm just like, I even said this out loud. I was like, Leo, you better go after that ass.
and she looks fine as hell as Sharon Tate.
Oh my dude. I think she's one of those rare actresses where she's not only drop dead gorgeous, she's like top-notch actress. If you don't believe me,
she's this generation's Marilyn Monroe.
Scarlett Johansson kind of can apply by that because Scarlett Johansson feels that approach. You know, she kind of fills those shoes in terms of talent and sex appeal, if you know what I mean. But Margot Robbie is more beautiful, if that makes any sense. But also, shit, I, Tonya. Yeah, watch I, Tonya. That shows you how good of an actress she is. Judges, you can suck my dick. I fucking love I, Tonya. Gary, what are you doing?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing. What are you doing?
Got my chocolate milk.
I scored diarrhea milk in there. Okay. Now, okay. So, yeah, see, I told you. Now, damn Skippy Romy. So, the trailer for Aladdin, I'm just like, okay, some parts look green screen, but it does have nice set designs. And the woman who's playing... God damn it! You fucking asshole, Mike. Keep fucking sending me that shit. He always does that. It has nice set designs, and it has... I will say this. The woman who's playing Jasmine, I think she was the Pink Ranger in Power Rangers. She's looking fine as hell. And I'm just like, okay. And then we get to the final part.
Will Smith as the genie.
My reaction was this when I first saw it. I'm just like, oh, here comes the genie. And then when he pops out, I'm just like, what?
Remember what I...
Well, my reaction was pretty much what Gary's reaction was.
You want to know my dude? It's the fucking blue meanie. See, the blue meanies are coming.
You know what he looks like? He looks like if he took a lot of steroids. He looks like a rejected steroid-filled Na'vi from Avatar.
You mean Smurf?
No, he looks like a rejected, steroided Na'vi from Avatar. He looks fucking awful. You know what I said? I'm just like, wow. I'd rather go back to his human form because at least his human form looks real. Yeah. That looked awful.
I heard that they're not done with the CGI, and they're still working on it. That's just a showcase, of what Aladdin will be.
Price is Right said the genie looks like if the Scorpion King had a sequel. And you know what I said? I was making these jokes up when I was talking to Luke Nukem online, right? And I was just like, you know who'd be a really good genie? Dr. Manhattan. And guess what? Someone on Twitter says, wow, the new genie looks great. And it was a picture of Dr. Manhattan. Another one shows the anime genie like this. And he points the finger that way. It was him pointing the finger at the genie of how awful he looks.
Oh my god.
But yeah, the genie looks fucking and Gary and I agree. Jack Black should have been the genie.
Black should have been the genie.
He's got dude, he looks like keep the beard too. He looks like the genie. He sounds like the genie. He's got the look for the genie, and he can sing too. Don't believe it? Watch Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, a very underrated music movie.
Oh yeah.
Why don't you just listen to Jack Black in general? He's got talent.
No, he does.
My take on the trailer. Okay, I wasn't really that shocked of how Will Smith as the genie looked because all I had in mind is this is what happens, Dizzy. This is what happens when you hire Guy Ritchie to make this movie. Because Guy Ritchie is an interesting visionary director with his use of editing, not the CG effects. I mean, the CG in King Arthur was just awful.
Oh, it was a video game. It was a what was that like in God of War where you had to press the right button at the right time? What are those called?
Time events.
That movie during those. It was a quick time event. It was a video game quick time event. That's all it was.
I was thinking of every time it does a crash zoom in slow motion in the climax. I was thinking of those X-rays from Mortal Kombat, the new Mortal Kombat games. That's what I was thinking.
Except the Mortal Kombat X-ray games look better.
Yes. But I always thought, like when I heard they're doing a live action Aladdin, I was like, okay, because Aladdin's in my top 5 favorite Disney films. I was like, okay.
Oh, Aladdin's classic.
Yeah, it's because I was like, okay, well, it depends on who you can get. Maybe get someone talented. But when I read that they picked Guy Ritchie, I was like, I
don't know what they were thinking.
No. I always thought, so you may this film maybe divisive to some in this group, but I love him though, and I think he would have been the perfect choice to do Aladdin. I believe they should have gone Baz Luhrmann. I
can't disagree with you on that because for his work, for his talents that he is good at, it kind of fits the role for Aladdin.
Exactly. Especially with the genie, how crazy the genie is. Baz Luhrmann has some very crazy editing with his films. I believe it fits.
Yeah, but he got off his fucking ADD
pills. Turn the game off and continue talking.
I'm letting Brett talk. Shut the fuck up. It's his turn to talk about Baz Luhrmann in the movie Aladdin. Go ahead, Brady Boo.
So yeah, I always thought, Baz Luhrmann seems like a more ideal choice to do Aladdin. Guy Ritchie, Aladdin is a light, fun, adventurous musical. When you get Guy Ritchie, there's gonna be some hardcore, edgy editing.
That's not
quick cuts.
Exactly, that does not fit his style.
And was a bunch of crash zooms in slow motion. And in that teaser, when I saw that. I know it was only a second long, but it was so noticeable when there was a hyper edit, the Cave of Wonders, crumbling. I was like, and does that, fast edits, fast edit like that. I was like, oh my god, this is Guy Ritchie. No, please don't do that.
I like Guy Ritchie when he in some of his previous works, like in his earlier
films. I love his earlier.
And films. I like the first Sherlock Holmes, not the second, but the first.
I wasn't a fan of Sherlock Holmes, to be honest, because I thought that editing did not fit Sherlock Holmes.
Well, in Sherlock Holmes 2, he has powers where he can predict the future.
Right. And not to mention, and nearly every single Guy Ritchie movie, especially current ones, I can tell what's going to happen. Every time a character runs, there's always this, hyper editing every time a character runs in a Guy Ritchie movie. Like remember the forest, the woods scene in Sherlock Holmes 2, It was all full of, hyper endings and quick cuts. And same with King Arthur. Every time a character runs in that movie, it was just all quick cuts and hyper editing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it going to be the same here? I hope to God not. I don't want to see any Guy Ritchie isms in Aladdin.
I think that's it for now. I think we pretty much summed it up.
Yeah.
Okay. Gary. Oh wait. Gary said he'll be right. Let me read this real quick. Here we go. He says he'll be right back. He has the program. He has to have the program on my phone. Okay. All right. Let's see what else I have here. Yes, the Network Film Awards. They are due tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. And then Gary and I will be filming and presenting the who has won. Now, I'll be honest with you, I have no idea. Hold on a second. Gotta handle some information. Oh, okay. Understood, Gary. I don't know who won. I have no idea. The only thing I do know is the next gen, because I'm presenting the shit stain of the year, and I'm the only person other than Austin and Mothman, aka Muffin Man. I'm the only person who knows who won the shit stain. And I gotta film that soon. So that's all I can say about that. Next, okay. We have to go over this. Thank you, Count Victor, for this. Lars von Testicle. Yeah, Lars von Testicle. This is from Variety.com. Oh, wait, who's presenting these awards? In regards to the next gen, there's a bunch of presenters. As far as the film, the network, it's Gary and I. Okay. Lars von Testicle is making all of his movies into diamonds.
What does that even mean? I don't get that.
Let me read this. Controversial Danish filmmaker. Controversial is an understatement. He's a fucking piece of shit. Lars von Testicle is apparently turning to diamonds and virtual reality as a new method of representing his movies. Oh, I guess his depression and how much he hates the fucking world and how much he sympathizes with Hitler and how much he hates women. And how much he likes to torture people in his movies and his actors and actresses on set. Oh, now he's going to a different method, huh? Fucking asshole. Von Trier has created Melancholia, the Diamond, inspired by his 2011 movie as an exhibition, the MHKA, a modern art museum in Belgium, according to the New York Times. The stone is a 12-karat double diamond created from two stones. Visitors view an enlarged rendition through a virtual reality helmet. He told the newspaper that he wants to create similar art installations for his other 12 movies. I thought he was done making movies. He didn't want to make another movie again. But then this is the so-called greatest filmmaker ever. Cocksucker. The exhibition, which runs until May 5th, was co-produced by Von Trier's producing partner, Marianne Slot, S-L-O-T, and Leon, I had to pronounce it that way, and Orgarev, a Russian businessman who paid an undisclosed price for the diamond. Never mentioned no Americans. Yeah, because we know we would kick your fucking ass. Anti-Semite bitch. Von Trier told the newspaper that the diamond has a brilliant cut on one side and is rough on the other, with his initials carved into it. Oh, so he pretty much tainted the diamond with his initials. Okay, Mick Rock, that is great. Diamonds are forever. Lars von Testicles is not. Mick Rock, you are incredible. Thank you. You deserve a blowjob and a bologna sandwich. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Von Trier has said jokingly that I'm a Nazi and that he has sympathized for Adolf Hitler. No, he wasn't joking. I read you the entire report, what he said. And they banned him for years, and they should have kept him banned. Yeah, those charges were dropped, and he returned to Cannes with his serial killer film, where over 100 people walked out on. Von Trier said his next diamond display would be inspired by the 1999 film Breaking the Waves, more like Breaking Wind, which won the Grand Prix at Cannes. But then again, that's Cannes' film. Any film could fucking win that shit. He plans to use laser-based diamond cutting technology to craft a display. Fuck you and your fucking diamonds. The only type of stones you should be having are kidney stones, fucking asshole. Yeah, fuck him. He pissed me off with this shit. Fucking sympathizing with a man who almost killed and exterminated a race. Who the fuck is he trying to say? Okay, hey, Gary. Hey, Gary Bear. Is he still on the phone?
I think he's still gone.
Okay, let's go over... I'll go over this one. Here is my pick of the 10 best films of the 2000s, from 2000 to 2009.
Your picks?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. And
Now
is it in order?
Almost. Wait, are they? Yes, they are. They should be. Okay. 10 best films of the 2000s. I can find the damn things. That is. All right. Give me a second here while I'm just going through this shit. No. Okay, now I have to scroll down for this bullshit. Okay, I wish... Okay, I found them. Here we go. Here are my picks. Now, this is from year 2000 to 2009. These are my picks of the 10 best films of the decade. Now, I got some honorable mentions. Next week, I'll go over the 10 best of the 90s and then the 80s and so on. Something what Brett did on Twitter and Facebook.
Well, those are the actors.
Well, you did the films too, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, but I'm like here on the Flicks of the Dick, so I was talking about the best actors.
Oh, actors. Okay. Okay, here are my honorable mentions. Excuse me. The Hurt Locker. District 9. The Incredibles. Finding Nemo. Oh, well, these are my picks, though, Mick Rock. Slumdog Millionaire. Castaway. United 93. Catch Me If You Can. And Knocked Up. All right?
Interesting, because some of those, you mentioned Catch You Can and Castaway were your best of the years. So I thought...
Here's the thing, though. Just because it might be the best film of one particular year, a film that might be number 2 in one year can still be better than those films. If that makes any sense. So, let's say, Castaway was my number 1 of 2000, and then this film was, my number 2 of 2006, but I still think it's better than the film that was in 2000. See what I'm saying? Just because it was number 1 doesn't mean it might make it my overall. Okay. District 9999. All right. Number 10. Number 10 is going to be my most controversial pick. Hey, Garrett Bear, everything all right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going over my 10 best films of the 2000s, 2000 to 2009.
Yeah, it sucks.
Be quiet. Excuse me, had to sneeze. My number 10 is going to be my most controversial pick. The Passion of the Christ.
I had that coming. For some reason, I had that coming. When you said controversial, okay, is that Passion of the Christ? It's Passion of the Christ, yes.
No, yeah, because, okay, first of all, some people say this movie was torture porn. Stop right there. Okay.
How is a movie like that torture porn? Where clearly they were
because it's it just shows the guy. It's just showing the guy
a much darker detail of what happened to Jesus, that he was literally he was sacrificing himself for the sins. It was
and here's
darker detail of what happened.
Okay, movies like The House That Jack Off Built, that's torture porn, because all that movie was a guy going after stupid women and the cops who are completely naive and dumb and just torturing them. That's all that movie was. With this movie, it was telling a tale of a guy who will risk. He foretold it, and he will do what he had to do just so he can help humanity. And a lot of people are like, God, why did he get beaten that bad? Because that's how the Romans were. The fucking Roman centurions, they were savages.
Right. I love, because, I miss those days, where making religious films, they were, religious films back then, with 10 Commandments and Ben-Hur and Passion of Christ.
Oh, Ben-Hur is a masterpiece.
Nowadays we're making biblical films. They're also incredibly safe, just so the Christians can peacefully watch them,
Yep. And no one wanted to help fund Mel Gibson's movie, so he funded it himself. And now look, it's one of the highest successful R-rated films of all time.
At time, it was the highest grossing R-rated
film. It was.
Until our favorite, fourth wall breaking Marvel.
And the scene, okay. Every time I see this scene, I'm bawling. I'm fucking bawling. It's where it shows, shows Mother Mary, and she sees Jesus when he's carrying the cross and he falls. And then it shows a flashback of when Jesus was a little kid and he falls. And it's showing the mother in present time running to Jesus, and it's showing the past, showing Mother Mary helping little Jesus up. And then it shows Jesus like, you see what I do that does good, or I forget how he said it. And it encourages him to get up, carrying this heavy ass cross and move on. Mel Gibson is a genius. Say what you want about the guy, but goddamn, he knows how to make a movie, man.
I'm pretty interested in seeing how he's making a sequel. It's supposed to come out next spring. That is, spring, because religion, huh? Easter, I'm guessing.
I'm looking forward to it because I love every single movie he's done.
I am too. And with the message of it's around the resurrection, I'm really curious how that's going to play out.
It's pretty sad that he hasn't gotten an award, but yet fucking pedophiles like Woody Allen and
he won Best Director for Braveheart, remember?
Oh wait. I take that back.
And won Best Picture too.
Yeah, he did. I take that back. I'm terribly sorry. I fucked up there. Oh, there we go. But I know Woody Allen, and I think what's his name?
Woody Allen has 4, and Roman Polanski 1 for The Pianist.
Yeah, and those are pedophiles. Yeah, pathetic. And yet they're going after Brian for the same shit, but they let Woody Allen and Polanski slide. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay, I'll move this along. Number 9, $1 Million Baby.
That is a great film.
That is my best film of 2004. One of Clint Eastwood's best performances, Hilary Swank and Morgan Freeman. It was a tour of the force movie. I couldn't praise this movie enough.
They both deserve their Oscars.
Yeah, all of them deserved it. Yep. Number 8, my favorite foreign film of all time.
Pan's Labyrinth.
2006 was an amazing year.
That's what I love about Guillermo del Toro is he has such an imagination, and he just goes all out with his incredible imagination.
Yeah, and that movie did not win Best Foreign Film that year. Give me a fucking break.
It was nominated for any other. It was nominated for anything else. It was not our best foreign language film. In fact, it won Best Cinematography, but it didn't win Best Foreign Language Film.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Gary.
For everybody watching, Guillermo del Toro's, or whatever the fuck his name is, Guillermo del Toro. He's got a new movie coming out pretty soon. It's the one on that book of the scary stories ever told, or something like that.
He's not directing it. He did the story to it though. He didn't direct it.
I forgot. I forgot a couple other honorable mentions. Casino Royale, and one of the greatest horror films of all time, The Descent. There's a couple other ones. There we go. Number 7.
No, 8. You're not even. It was Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah. Mistake, so. Number 7. Another Clint Eastwood movie, Letters from Iwo Jima.
That was a good movie.
That is a great one.
Now, that year, he had 2 films come out at the exact same year. The first one was Flags, which was okay. It was just okay. Letters from Iwo Jima is a masterpiece. Pretty much, it focuses on the Japanese perspective of Iwo Jima during World War II. And this movie was powerful. It was intense. It was engaging.
The the scene where they're killing themselves, those grenades.
Oh my! They literally sacrificed themselves for. Oh my god! Or the scene with the dog. That was heartbroken.
Jesus.
That was so heartbroken. Yeah. To me, that is Clint Eastwood's best directed film he's done.
Really?
Yep. Oh, okay. Thank you, Joey Acacia. Number 6. Okay, this is one of 2 animated films I have on my list.
Okay, I know that. I know the other one is okay. Okay, I'm just gonna take a guess what it is. Don't tell me. Okay, I'm thinking. Okay.
I already told you some of the honorable mentions, so.
Yeah, I know the honest. You had Incredibles and Finding Nemo. Wall-E.
My number 6 is Wall-E. Wall-E is this is from the guy who did Finding Nemo and
Andrew
Stanton.
And
which
unfortunately tried to be like Brad Bird and like, hey, I can do live action too. I'm gonna do John Carter, and look how that turned out.
Yeah. Wall-E is a masterpiece not only in the animated genre but in visual presentation and science fiction, because this movie in terms of science was not only just beautiful in terms of its overall look, but it represents a look of the human condition in the future. And it was just amazing. And I love the Easter eggs of the movie.
And I believe you're a part of the human condition, Jerome.
Oh, you get the fuck out of here. Oh my, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. I know my beauty will say otherwise. Look at these arms. They're about as big as your legs. You be quiet, Gary. Goddamn bums. Okay.
Make me yak.
Number 5. Like I said, 2006 I think it was probably the best year of the whole decade, because you had so many other films and you had my favorite film of 2006. My number 5. Gary!
Yes.
No more running!
That's my number 2 favorite movie of all time.
You fucking bumsicle!
That's my number 2.
My number 5 is The Departed. The Departed.
That's my 2 favorite of all time. And my favorite Scorsese film.
The Departed is a remake based off of Infernal Affairs. Oh, you're gonna let the kitty out of Infernal Affairs 1 and. Oh, she wanted in. Okay, it's like Infernal Affairs 1 and 2 put together. It's a mole versus mole match. Oh, look at the kitty! Oh, you kitty! It's a mole versus mole. Leonardo DiCaprio should have been nominated for this movie over Blood Diamond.
All right, and Jack Nicholson should have been nominated.
Jerome should be the Thing for the Fantastic Four. Actually, yeah, that's, I do look like Michael Chiklis. So,
The Departed is my number 2 favorite movie of all time because it is such an interesting and entertaining showcase of a cat and mouse chase.
Yep.
And it's for how when a cop pretends to be a gangster to get information, and when a gangster pretends to be a cop to get information. It is so great, and they're able to hide themselves so well without sticking out so much.
And I will say this: you want to talk about how to do amazing acting and direction? The cell phone scene where there is no dialogue for like a minute or 2, and you're wondering,
"Oh my god, yes,
that was Hey, Ryan. Hey, oh, my favorite or 2, brother." I bet you say the same thing to Cody. No.
My favorite. You know what? People don't give Alec Baldwin enough credit in that movie.
Or Mark Wahlberg, which, hey, on Mile 22, that's how you do an asshole a smart ass, because he was hilarious and he proved the point.
Exactly. Okay. And one of my favorite things, with that favorite lines from Alec Baldwin.
Fuck you, fuck your mother. What?
I'm going for a smoke. Do you smoke? No, you don't smoke? Go fuck yourself.
He's like you probably one of those fitness nuts, huh? Go fuck yourself. Oh, fuck you. Fuck your father. How's your mother? She's good. She's too busy fucking my father. Fucking, or was it Jack Nicholson? He's like, I can't wait to wipe that fucking smart out of your face. He's like, would you rather wipe my ass?
Yes. You know what? He's like the Joker. He's like the Joker when he says this. To tell you the truth, I don't need money. In fact, I don't need pussy either.
She feel funny. Jack Nicholson, that is one of my biggest snubs of all time. He wasn't even nominated, and that was his award.
That was either him or Eddie Murphy and Dreamgirls that should have
won. I would have given it to Nicholson. Easily. You fuck me. Okay, wait. What you doing over there? Brett's cat looks like my cat, Coco. Aww. Okay, my number 4, The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King.
You know what? I think it makes sense to put them all as one movie.
Yeah, you could, but I can only pick one out of the 3, and that's the one I pick. I could put them all in one. So,
Return of the King. Return of the King is, was like one of those rare times where the Oscars don't stick with their, bias selves and just actually give it to someone that's actually truly worthy of Best Picture.
Yeah, sorry, Owen. Well, I thought it should have won in 2002 and not fucking Chicago, The Two Towers.
Well, I think Adaptation was my pick that year. It wasn't even nominated. But
I'd rather have that win over Chicago.
And you know what? Okay. I will say this, though. I want to say this. Even though it won every single award, it was
every single one.
I will say this. I don't think it should have won Adapted Screenplay because that was more a visual presentation film than a screenplay heavy film.
Yeah.
Mystic River should have won Adapted Screenplay.
Number 3, 2, and 1 are my 6 out of 5s. My number 3.
Okay, no. Knowing you, I know what you're. Let me. Okay, just let me take a guess what your number 3 is. Okay, I know what your 2 and 1 are. I know exactly what they are. Let me take a guess. Never mind. Number 3, Memento.
That is correct. Memento, a movie that and people say, Jerome doesn't like to watch films that make you think. Memento is like a puzzle for you to solve.
In fact, funny thing, I watched the behind the scenes. I watched Christopher Nolan on the whiteboard, drawing, every scene, writing every single scene that would happen, on the whiteboard, and just explain. I was like, how do you do this, man?
Well, then again, this was adapted from a story from his brother, who's also a genius.
Well, I kind of blame him with Interstellar.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But then again, he also helped him with The Prestige and the other films. And so, yeah, Memento, if you've never seen this film or don't know too much about it, go in blind and watch it. This movie is unlike anything you have ever seen before.
Guy Pearce should have been nominated for Best Actor.
I agree.
Over Sean Penn and I Am Sam, especially.
And that should have won screenplay.
You know what? It seems to be a trend, because the Academy are like, Inception and Memento are 2 mind-bending for us. What should we do? Oh my God, a British period piece. Okay, that's our comfort zone.
Which isn't original, yet the Oscars think it is because it wasn't based on a book, which is bullshit.
Memento lost to another British period piece, Gosford Park.
Give me a fucking break. All right. My number 2, my number 1.
I believe your number 2. Squirrel! Your number 2 is up.
Number 2, to me, is the greatest animated film of all time. This is not only a perfect movie, I have never seen, even to the time, I've never seen an animated movie that was this moving. Especially with think about it. It's an old man. Okay, you've seen the previews. It's like, okay, it's an old man flying his house with a Cub Scout and with a dog that can talk. You're thinking, what the fuck am I watching? And then you watch the movie. If you don't cry or feel emotion within the first 15 minutes of this movie, you're not human.
It's a very emotional scene. And you know what? I guess I'll just say, Pete Docter will remain as my favorite animated Pixar, mostly because Lee Unkrich just came out of just said, I'm retiring from Pixar. I was like, oh, you only made 2 movies, man, and you're just going to retire? Okay, I guess Pete Docter will remain my favorite Pixar animator.
Pete Docter is a god.
Let me just give you all a little quick summary about the first opening 15 minutes. All it is, it shows you how fast life can flash right before your eyes.
Well, not only that, but just like it was done with no dialogue.
Right. Well, there was dialogue though, but it was muted though because they wanted to, just keep it, because they believe like the audience gets what's happening. So let's not have them say what they're actually saying. We can get
Michael Giacchino, is that his name? He is also
Giacchino. It's pronounced
Giacchino. I'm sorry.
Giacchino.
man, his last name.
On his Twitter
I'm
page.
so glad he won the Oscar because that was my pick too.
Yeah,
And there is an there's an Easter egg in the movie. When the house floats up and you see the little girl, and you can see a stuffed animal.
Yeah.
Who is it?
It's a fucking bear.
Is it Lotso?
Yep.
And that's what is a foreshadow of what they do next after Up?
Well, I think it was. Well, what it wasn't Lots of Love, was it? No, I think it was someone else. But yeah. But number one, you already know what my number one's going to be. When I saw this, not only is this the best film of the decade, this is on my top 5 greatest films of all time. This changed the way of not only we saw the film in its genre, but how we look at films as a whole. Because this is more than just a superhero film. It's a crime film. It's a drama. It's a thriller. It's a blockbuster. It does so much and then some. And then, of course, is The Dark Knight.
Hey, Jerome, when the trailer came out, were you on that boat of saying Heath Ledger? That's a terrible choice.
I didn't know what to think. And remember, this was Nolan's handpicked. Nolan handpicked this guy. I was like, okay. And then I've been hearing the praise like, dude, he's like on like anything you've ever seen. And when I saw him, oh man, like the scene that got to me where like he just gets up, he just takes out that gun, he just fucking shoots Batman. He's like, come on, I want you to name me. He just don't give a shit. And Batman knew he couldn't kill him. I was just like, oh man. So that is.
And the movie also has a good amount of dark comedy as well.
Yeah.
Like the hospital scene.
Oh, when my mom saw that, my mom was dying laughing. The other part was, do you think you can just steal from us and just walk away? He's like, yeah. And the movie takes inspiration from The Crow.
Which, well, of course, yeah. I mean, Brandon Lee looked like Heath Ledger.
Well, no, the scene where he introduces himself, like The Crow did, very similar to the Joker.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah. So,
and I'm still upset that I'm still upset that we did not get on Best Director and Best Picture.
Dude, it's like I said. After this and after Inception, I was done. I never watched the Oscars again, and I'm still keeping my word. And I know they're gonna break their their record for the lowest ratings. Okay, how much time? I still got okay. Now,
yeah, everyone on Twitter's upset about it.
Dude, watch. Their ratings are gonna fucking plummet. Okay, here's the new topic I'd like to go over. This is called a versus. I'll give you 2 films and I'll match them up against each other. People in the chat can play along, and you, Gare Bear, and Brady Boo. Let's see which film is better. You ready?
Can she play along too?
Oh, absolutely. She's always invited. A cute little
I like
bugger.
so.
Yeah, you're into do it yourself. Okay, here we go. First matchup. Hacksaw Ridge versus Dunkirk.
I'm going to choose Dunkirk.
I'm choosing Dunkirk.
I'm choosing Dunkirk.
Very simple.
Dunkirk.
Raging Bull versus Rocky.
Rocky.
I choose
Rocky.
Raging Bull is mostly because of Robert De Niro's committed performance. Rocky as a film itself, I think, is a best.
I agree 100%.
Oh, I guess I'm not a real Scorsese fan then.
Oh, get the fuck. Oh, I'll get to that in my next topic.
I don't even know.
Okay, next one. This will be interesting. How to Train Your Dragon 2 versus Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3, because I still have not seen How to Train Your Dragon.
God damn it.
I choose the Dragon movie.
I choose Dragon 2 as well. Thank you very much. The Lion King.
It's my favorite anime movie of all time. It's my favorite anime movie of all time.
Oh, man, you got to see these. And I cannot wait to see Dragon 3, which has a 99%.
Now 97.
Oh, it's dropped to 97 now? Okay. I predicted it's going to end up even around 95 once it's all settled. Okay. Next one. The Lion King or Beauty and the Beast?
Beauty and the Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
Wow.
Wow. It's my favorite Disney movie of all time, Mike.
It's also my favorite Disney as well, Beauty and the Beast. Next one. Cinderella Man or $1 Million Baby?
I choose Cinderella Man, no problem.
I choose $1 Million Baby.
I'm all about Cinderella Man.
Okay. Platoon versus Apocalypse Now.
Platoon. It's my favorite one movie of all time, Mike.
I say Platoon because it has better pacing.
Platoon.
Wallace and Gromit, The Curse of the Rare Rabbit versus Shaun the Sheep.
Wallace and Gromit, dude.
I'm picking Shaun the Sheep.
I'm choosing Wallace and Gromit, man.
Why?
Why?
Because
I'm going to be subjective. Childhood.
I'm being objective. Visual presentation. There was no dialogue in the movie. And yet it told a story. Casino Royale or Skyfall?
Wallace and Gromit with Curse of the Rare Rabbit. That told the story, too.
It did. I choose Skyfall. To me, that's the best action movie of the decade and the best James Bond movie ever made.
It's not really an action movie. It's more like a spy movie. There's a bit of a difference between the two.
Aww.
Quantum of Solace is more like an action movie, but with Bond in it.
Yeah. Oh, where you going, Snowball? Next one, Mad Max Fury Road versus Mission Impossible Fallout.
Fury Road.
I'm picking Fallout.
Fallout.
Okay. Wow, a lot of people are playing along too. I love it. Hush versus Don't Breathe.
Hush.
Don't Breathe.
I choose Don't Breathe.
I choose Don't Breathe. Easily.
By the way, Mike Flanagan, your wife is smoking hot.
Which, Mike Flanagan, your Shining sequel better be necessary.
Dr. Sleep. I cannot wait for that movie. A Quiet Place versus The Conjuring.
Conjuring? Fuck you.
Fuck you. A Quiet Place.
The Conjuring. Easily.
No, Quiet Place.
The Conjuring.
No! Quiet Place is better.
I'm choosing The Conjuring.
I guess I'll go with A Quiet Place.
Yeah.
One thing that Conjuring had that Quiet Place did. I don't know. Conjuring didn't have it. Quiet Place did. Annoying little fucker. Even though he got killed, but still.
That was in like the first 5 minutes.
Still.
Okay, this one's gonna be funny. Arthur Christmas versus Elf.
Arthur fucking Christmas.
I knew he was gonna go there really fast.
I'm gonna have to pick. Go with the Elf, mate.
I'm going with Arthur Christmas. Elf is probably it's the better comedy. Arthur Christmas is the better Christmas movie, I think. Okay, The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3, the original, not the remake, the original versus Unstoppable.
I have not seen either movie.
Okay, Unstoppable is that train movie that Scott did, Ridley Scott's brother, Tony Scott did, and it stars Denzel Washington and Chris Pine. It's a really great, intense thriller. And then Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 is a.
You know what the sad thing about Unstoppable is? It's Tony Scott's last movie before he went off a bridge.
Yeah, unfortunately. At least that was like the last good movie, really good movie he did.
Yeah, I was a fan of taking Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Not the remake. The remake.
Yeah, mostly because they're just people talking, and you're just using like excessive close-ups and zoom outs.
My favorite movie of Tony Scott, I had to say True Romance.
True Romance? I'd say,
or Crimson Tide.
Yeah, that's also the Crimson Tide.
Hell yeah. White Stallions. Okay. This is going to be interesting. The Bad Lieutenant versus Bad Lieutenant Protocol New Orleans.
I have not seen that one. I'm going to go with just that Bad Lieutenant because that is such a dark character study.
Well, so is New Orleans.
Yeah, but that's a bit of a comedy in it, though.
That's why I picked that one, too. And an Exhibit was really good in it. I love the part. He's like, Nicolas Cage wants some crack. He's like, how much? He's like, I'm not selling this to you. Is that about, what, 25 an ounce? And his henchman's like, yeah, you're about right. And Exhibit's like, would you shut the fuck up? Because he didn't want to sell him any. Enemy of the State's another great one.
Harvey Keitel should have been nominated for Best Actor.
He was good. Okay, the Battle of the Basketball Movies. To me, these are the two greatest basketball movies. Hoop Dreams versus... oh, fuck. No, it's the other movie.
Hoosiers.
No. Hoosiers! Fuck.
I'm going with Hoosiers. Because I'm not a documentary person.
Yeah, but the documentary, it was so good, man.
Again, I've not seen either one.
Okay.
I'm not really big with sport movies that much.
Fantastic Mr. Fox versus Kubo and the Two Strings.
Kubo and the Two Strings. That is a win
That is okay.
I'm going with Fantastic Mr. Fox on that one.
Could have not.
Well, how can I?
Okay, Mick Rock, Space Jam, fucking really? Okay. 310 to Yuma versus Django Unchained.
Django Unchained.
Django Unchained.
You're gonna kill me for this? 310 to Yuma.
It's not as bad as choosing Fantastic over Kubo.
Well, it's Wes Anderson, Gary. How can I not pick Wes Anderson?
I don't care about Wes Anderson.
This one's gonna be difficult because I don't know which one to choose. District, be quiet. District 9 versus Edge of Tomorrow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it to Edge of Tomorrow.
I don't know which one to choose.
I'm giving it to Edge.
Yes. I'll go with Edge of Tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
And again, people, and again to everyone, they'll never make any good
manga movie
based on an anime or a manga.
Edge of Tomorrow, motherfuckers. It was based off of the movie.
Edge of Tomorrow is not well known. I don't give a shit if it's well known or not.
It's still based on a manga.
Based on manga, all you need is kill.
Jason and the Argonauts versus Clash of the Titans, the classic originals.
Oh,
Jason, I don't know,
man, because those skeletons freaked me the hell out when I saw them as a kid. Wasn't that Harryhausen who did the skeletons?
I believe he did. The stop motion? Yep.
Yeah, the stop motion. Harryhausen was revolutionary back then.
Let me find Lawrence of Arabia versus Ben-Hur.
Oh God.
I'm choosing Ben-Hur easily.
I was Ben-Hur because that one was actually revolutionary.
Well, so was Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah.
But Ben-Hur, man.
But Ben-Hur took it on a whole new fucking level. And that fucking the boat and the hey Gary, the boat and the chariot scene, they still hold up to this day. Hell, the chariot scene was real. They had to build a fucking place just to do that shit, and someone died. Someone died in that shit. Scream versus the Cabin in the Woods.
Ooh.
Cabin in the Woods.
Cabin in the Woods.
They're both okay.
Anything over fucking Scream.
This is really tough for me.
Not the remake. Hell no.
they're both great satirical movies.
I was never a fan of Scream.
Wow, Gary.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go with Scream.
Wow. Okay.
Because Jamie Kennedy is like a teacher on how to do a good horror movie.
Mr. Kennedy.
Not that, Mr. Kennedy. It's one of my all-time favorite horror movies. Yep. And the last one, Requiem for a Dream versus Black Swan.
Requiem for a Dream. That's my favorite Darren Aronofsky movie. That is my favorite Darren Aronofsky movie.
I'm choosing Black Swan.
Mine is also Black Swan.
When the movie, as soon as the movie faded to black, I was crying.
Oh, it's like okay, because they both share. Okay, this is when Aronofsky didn't turn into a fucking asshole, and he hated the world. Because both films, they showcase the psychological perspective from a physical standpoint. That's what both films do, and he does it so well, and that's why he deserved to be nominated for Best Director for both films.
Oh, he should have been nominated Best Screenplay for Requiem for a Dream at least.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now time for my last topic. Why the film?
Yep.
Why the film Why film enthusiasm is fucking dead?
And I just want to say something. Part of that is because I get picked on because Raging Bull is not in my top 5 favorite Scorsese films like everyone else, and I'm Scorsese's my favorite director of all time, and they say I'm not a real fan because I don't have Raging Bull in my top 5 like everyone else does.
It's not even in my top 5 either.
It's my number 6. Is that not good enough for you?
I have tax.
I was gonna say I think 6 is a good spot.
I have Taxi Driver. I have The Wolf of, not in any particular. I have The Departed, The Wolf of Wall Street, Casino, and Goodfellas.
I have my 5 are my 5 are Wolf of Wall Street, 4 Taxi Driver, 3 Goodfellas, 2 Casino, 1 The Departed.
So it's the same. We have the same top.
That's a good goddamn list.
I think we actually did do the top 5 a long ago.
Yeah,
now,
we did a long time ago.
Now, this is why I want to bring this up. Now, our good buddy Austin Putnam, the tripod, Gary's Pookie.
Oh, fuck him. Go ahead.
Now, when was this? Okay, January 20. About 3 weeks ago. No, it is the old Ben-Hur. Yeah, the 59 version. Now, 3 weeks ago, Austin did his Oscars live reactions, and he gave his input of what he thought. You go to his comment section, and oh my God, they are filled to the brim of some of the most condescending, egotistical, fucking PDCA cocksuckers I have seen in a while. And I'm going to scroll down and just give you some examples that pretty much adds more fuel to the fire of why film enthusiasm is fucking dead.
I haven't read the comments, but it's no surprise. It happens every time whenever Austin does a live reaction to the Oscars.
Especially towards dude, okay. And the most common was people fucking shitting all over Black Panther.
Frozen treatment.
Thank you. This is why I coined the fucking phrase. Because when the movie came out, it was praise galore. It was one of the best. I think it's the best reviewed superhero film of all time at a 97. And it's the highest grossing movie of the year. Domestically with 700 million. Let me just read you some of this. And this is what I said in a comment.
Austin looks like a testicle that needs to get shaved.
Oh, be quiet.
I love him.
He goes, I love that people come on here and act like salty assholes towards Austin. You people realize that the more shit you give Austin, whether if it's in the comment section or the dislikes, the more you're giving Austin more views. It clearly shows since as of right now, it contains 100. Well, that was at the time, but now it's close to 3,000. So go ahead, you true cinephiles. A lot of people have been using that fucking term lately. True cinephiles. Just wait till I get to that, folks. Keep supporting Austin with your condescending bullshit, and you salty douche fucks love him so much. Okay? And then here comes this guy named Gonzalo Bernal. What?
Hey, Gary.
He's mentioned.
Gonzalo Bernal, Gary.
Why? What's wrong? Why? You don't have why? You don't want me calling him out?
No comments of the username, just comments.
Okay, very well. The nominations were not the problem. If you grew up watching the Academy, you would understand. But I'm not expecting you to understand. You just don't want to. You just don't want to look mistaken on your YouTube channel. It is what it is. Really? Yeah, he doesn't understand. And you know what I said to him? I said to him, wow, there's a lot of condescending assholes in the comment section. And then he replies with, yeah. And then Alex Myers says, he's talking about you. You're the asshole. Stupid motherfuckers. And, okay, let me scroll down some more. Okay. Him and I said the same thing, that I would love to see Michael B. Jordan for Black Panther get nominated.
Because right. And you know what? I'm gonna say this. And he should have been.
Everybody fucking shat all over Austin for this. And you know what they say? No. One person, like a true cinephile, would have nominated Timothy Chalamet, I think that's his name, for Chalamet. I'm sorry, for Boy. Is it Boy Erased or Beautiful Boy? Beautiful Boy. This is why Brett is here, folks. For Beautiful Boy. So many comments said that. And one person said this. No, a true cinephile said, no, you know what? No, true cinephiles would nominate Timothy Chalamet. Is that how you pronounce his name?
Chalamet.
Chalamet. I'm bad with names. Sorry. In a real film than a blockbuster like Black Panther. I'm like,
oh damn, that's the hipster talk.
That's like, what? That makes no fucking sense. A real film. Black Panther is a movie. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It is. And
fuck out of here.
Well, I will say this though. Do the Right Thing is not a movie.
It's a joint.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's this other asshole. He says, seriously, Michael B. Jordan, he was just beef in Panther. You must have a man crush. There was nothing special about that performance.
Except for the fact that he portrayed a character who is more than just your evil bad guy wanting to take over the world, because he showcased some things that actually make sense as a character. Did you just watch Black Panther like just saying like, oh, it's a superhero movie?
Okay, another one. Timothy Chalamet. Did I get it wrong again?
No, you got it right. Chalamet. You got it right.
Okay, yeah. Here's another one. Timothy Chalamet. He goes, I have a question. Why did you want this so much, Black Panther, for Best Picture? It is just an okay movie. It's not even the best Marvel movie of the year. Well, yeah, for me it was Infinity War, but or Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The only great thing in that movie are Michael B. Jordan, the visual effects to most extent, and that's it. The script is average, yada yada yada, and what else he said? The fact that Black Panther are nominated for Best Picture instead of First Man, which fucking sucked because it was boring shit. And if Beale Street Could Talk is a joke. And yes, The Favorite is worthy of being nominated for Best Picture. Miles and Black Panther. I disagree because I loved the first half, hated the second half of The Favorite. All right, I'm trying to find, or did he get blocked? I think he did get blocked. But that's okay, because you know why? I took photos.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah, I took photos of this motherfucker.
Read that comment. I want to hear it, Mike.
Oh, dude, you're going to have to read. Okay. Okay, screenshots. Here we go. Get ready for this, folks. All right. Here's this cocksucker. You want to talk about the most condescending piece of shit? Listen to this. In 90% of Oscar reaction videos on YouTube, the true cinephiles surprised when the Academy snubbed Timothy Chalamet and Bradley Cooper, which I thought he should have been nominated.
Yeah.
And you didn't. Okay, you did it, Austin. Maybe you caught up in the moment, or maybe you haven't seen them. It happens. And you surprised for Mr. Rogers, and I respect you for that. However, my point is that Michael B. Jordan was never a front runner. And what really upsets me is that you wrote under one of the comments that it is the best for supporting actor and villain. He goes, wow, man. How can you compare such good but not great performance from Black Panther to one of the finest performances in history? I know art is subjective and everyone's entitled, but no, especially over Timothy Chalamet, not that dude from that overrated comic book flick. And Austin's like, I was caught up in the moment when it came to Bradley Cooper, but hold up, true cinephiles, yeah. And here's his definition, this asshole's definition of a true cinephile. You ready for this, folks? Here we go. True cinephiles are those who appreciate both art house films and blockbusters. You mostly... No! That's not the fucking definition! That's not the definition. And guess what? I commented towards this asshole because he was so full of shit. Okay, come on now. Why won't you load for me? All right. Okay, and then Austin says yes. No, a cinephile is an avid moviegoer or a film fan. That is the definition of a cinephile, even though the word cinephile is a bullshit made up word. According to the definition, that is what it is. It's not a person who loves this and this and this. Whoa, what was that?
None.
And then I stepped in. I got pissed. This is what I said to this motherfucker. I go, true cinephiles, sorry, this is the wrong destination for you. Film Twitter is the perfect place for PDCAs, predictions, douchebag, cinephile assholes such as yourself. It clearly shows you don't have a goddamn clue based off your knowledge towards Austin. Do your fucking research before you make such ridiculous accusations towards someone, especially since it's based off of one video. So take your condescending, cocksucking ass and fuck off the film twats. You're the textbook definition of why film enthusiasts are as good as dead. Unless you want to keep supporting Austin, then keep replying. Don't matter to me. And then, he replied to me. Oh, yeah, he's like, no need to use obscene language to argue. He spelled language wrong. At the end of the day, you're the one who looks like a...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What are you doing? I hope you fucking shit yourself. I really do.
I think I did.
So him and I go back and forth. And I love it. He says, you can interpret my words as you wish, mate. Like I said before, I never said Austin was a cinephile. God damn it, Gary. Ah, good. That's what you get. That's what you get. You deserve the shitty britches. You fucking shit smearing ass.
Dear God.
Okay, and so he says like, don't, he misinterpreted my words. I'm like, hold up, what? So I said this. I even wrote down word for word what he says. Yeah, I said you claimed him not to be a cinephile because this is what you said. I'm trying to find it because, like I said, it's hard for this shit to do. He said this, and 90% of Oscar reaction videos on YouTube, the true cinephiles were surprised when the Academy snub this and this. Yet you didn't, Austin. So by default, you pretty much claim that he isn't a cinephile.
Right.
So that means if Austin wasn't surprised over the details, you said that then he isn't a true cinephile then. Then after you claim this, everyone is entitled to his or her opinion, and you are entitled to yours, and I'm entitled to mine. Yet you're claiming that he's not a true cinephile because you just said only true cinephiles would claim this and this and this. So he's contradicting himself. And so you know what he did to me? And then he brings up like, oh, you know what? I never said that Austin was a cinephile, even though by default you did. He goes, in the court of law, only direct words someone said can be considered accountable. He's bringing up fucking court shit.
What?
Folks, after this episode is over, I will post all the pictures for you all to read. And you know how he says that my words are obscene and it says deplorable because I use curse words? Oh, yeah. And this is what he says to me. I told him, I was laughing at him because, I called him Judge Judy. And he also said this. He said that, he goes, people who use swear words to express their, people who use swear words to express their opinions, don't succeed. And whenever you discuss, please make sure to omit unnecessary obscene language. So yeah, he's saying that bad words are obscene, yet this is what he said to me. I'm not kidding you. I'm not making this up. I'm going to read word for word. He says this. Thanks for telling me that I'm hilarious. Truly, only my close mates see that side of me. Most of my interns think that I'm dead serious. And as a person who regularly cuts himself to control the pain threshold, being called hilarious is a total compliment. I'm not kidding you. This is what he fucking said. No, it gets better. Oh, don't worry. It's my choice like you are addicted to your swear words. It's like I said before. If you think Austin words are best, that's good for you, pal. And he's like, yeah, just remember me when we have this conversation. And then you know what I said? You remind me of the last shit I took. Best I can do for you. And then he says this. You ready? There's nothing you can do, pal. I keep on smiling and laughing and giggling and self-mutilating and trolling and breathing, burning and inspiring, and then repeating the process. Life is good, mate. So damn good, especially while you are bleeding. Yeah, my swear words are obscene.
Yeah, he admitted to trolling.
Fucking idiot. And you know what I said? You're giving my buddy Austin more views. It's me who's laughing. Have a nice life. Yeah, I'll post all the pictures that he said.
You know what? I want to bring this up too because I'm in that similar situation myself. Like, I comment about, Bohemian Rhapsody being on her best picture is a pretty stupid bullshit way because it was not a well-received film. And people always come at me to defend, how I deserve to be on her best picture is because of two things. One, it broke box office records. That's why you should. Well, so did the Twilight Saga.
So did Twilight, so did Transformers, so did Despicable Me 3 and Minions.
And over half of Happy Madison productions. So why didn't we nominate those movies for Best Picture?
Exactly.
This is why I always say, box office does not determine quality. And they always say, and it always bring this up. Well, the audience loved Bohemian Rhapsody. Have you seen the audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes? Like, yeah, the audience rating, aka the people who don't really go into a movie and give big details about the directing, the cinematography, and the writing and all that. Why do you want me to look on that side?
And I even told this stupid fuck, like, there's no such thing as a true cinephile. That's a made-up bullshit term. And the cinephile definition, according to the Urban Dictionary, is an avid film goer or film fan. That's the definition of a cinephile, not a person who loves art house and blockbusters.
And another one I ran into is, I commented on the when the Oscars presented Best Original Screenplay. I commented on that video, complaining about something, and I got a reply from someone who's like, a nut hugger of the Oscars. Let's put it down. I said this, because I was so angry at Vice being nominated for Best Screenplay.
I was too, because
I listed the other films that should have been nominated for Best Screenplay. That should take that stuff. I said this: 8th Grade, Searching, Isle of Dogs, A Quiet Place, Hereditary. Any of these films should have taken that last spot. But they give it to Vice. They give it to Vice instead. And he replied, okay, I don't remember exactly what he replied. Well, he said, he replied me with I remember the last reply to me, that one caught my attention more. He says this. After I said, well, Vice is a movie that barely made it in the 60s on Rotten Tomatoes. And not to mention, it was only praised, quote unquote, praised for its acting. No one praised the movie as a whole.
Exactly.
And he replied by saying, well, the Academy likes what they like. You shouldn't tell the Academy what to do. You shouldn't tell me. And I was like,
oh, so that's very condescending, yeah.
And I said, well, and shit like that is why the Oscars get no.
Oh yeah, and then he also said this too. He said, remember when he said that everyone is entitled to his or her opinion, and you are entitled to yours, and I'm entitled to mine, and yet he said this. However, my point is that Michael B. Jordan was never a front runner for supporting actor. And what really upsets me, is that you wrote under one of the comment sections that is the best supporting role for a villain since The Dark Knight. So yeah, he's entitled to his opinion, yet you're pissed off over it. He admitted right here. He's a hypocrite. And then he says this. He says, okay, true cinephiles are those who appreciate both art house films and blockbusters. You mostly never discuss about the snubs on indie movies in this video. By the way, he edited his comments, which means, yeah, he says he has a master, he knows how to study for a master's degree, yet he doesn't know how to talk, which means your passion and knowledge on independent cinema is limited. Wow!
This is similar.
Even Austin fucking said it right. Hold on, man. Let me go back to Austin's. He said it right here. He goes, there is no such thing as a true cinephile. But if you really want my knowledge on art films, I love films such as Mandy, Enemy, most of A24 films, Mulholland Drive, Eraserhead, The Witch, A Space Odyssey, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, etc. If you love movies, you love movies, pure and simple. Thank you, Austin.
Yeah, it's similar to when people say I have populist taste.
They pull the same bullshit with me. Like, oh, you don't like indie films. I'm just like, oh, really?
Stinks in here.
Well, whose fault is that then? You fucking shout out the Blob.
No, I shout out the stuff.
the stuff. That fucking. If you never see that movie is so bad that it's good. Oh my, the stuff.
What's that from?
73% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, by the way.
What's that from?
It's a movie called The Stuff.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh my god, it's like it's ridiculous. So yeah, folks, this guy is so full of shit. And he also said something about oh god, he said something about, let me see this. Right. Words can be interpreted from different perspectives, and it is your choice to translate via the negative lens. Even though I literally wrote down word for word what he says and proved him wrong, and yet he thinks I'm bullshit. And okay, he says, maybe you're the one who thinks starts, quote, if you don't appreciate art house films, then you're not a film fan. Well, yeah, because first of all, you think the definition of a true cinephile, is someone who appreciates art house and blockbusters, which is not true at all, because the definition is an avid moviegoer or someone who loves films.
Or, if you don't like, movies outside of, American films, like, if you don't love foreign films, then you don't really appreciate cinema much.
So stupid. So according to your logic, if you don't appreciate art house films, you're not a film fan? Prove me wrong. And then he got blocked because everyone got sick and tired of his bullshit. I think he said that he's a troll that's using this Asian name, just to be an asshole. And then he's talking about lawyers and all this stupid shit. Oh my god. Oh yeah, he talks about bad language, and he goes, if it's a paper for a master's degree, you need to do the double or triple check to make it work, as too many references and less discussion won't bring you good grades. But, it's a suggestion. You can do whatever you want. It's your choice. So he's bringing up court, lawyers, and master's degrees. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
In a discussion about film.
Dude, I will showcase all of this. You're not going to believe this. I have kept... What?
We gotta get to Bretty.
Okay, I'm done talking. Brett. Well, Brett said he has a few things and a few lists, so I didn't want to take up.
Well, it's not lists. It's not lists. It's just.
Oh, I'm sorry. So hopefully, yeah, just go to Austin's fucking channel about the live Oscar reactions. Go to the comment section and just read the fucking trash. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my
god. You feeling better, Gary?
Oh my god.
You're feeling better than Mike?
You look like you just gave birth. No,
Let
it
me
wasn't
tell-
Mr. It wasn't Mr. Cashwell that said it.
Let me tell you something right now. You tell me if this is okay.
What is that?
I think that was him recording shit.
Why would you do that?
Because it's funny. Go ahead, Brett.
Let's see the Blu-rays. How many did you say you got? 2, 3? How many?
He's
did you say
got
you
three.
I got three Blu-rays, and only 2 of them are movies. I'm gonna start with the movies. All right. First Blu-ray I have to showcase for y'all is a movie that came out in 2018. I didn't get to see in 2018, and now I saw it, and I'm like, I won't put it in my top 10 best 2018, but it's still a damn good movie. And that is First Man.
Oh dear.
Damien Chazelle is a 3 for 3. I cannot wait. Well, right now, Damien Chazelle is doing a TV show, which means it could take a while before I find out what his next movie project is. But anyway, First Man, I will say this. Yes, First Man does have some slow pacing, especially like, in the first half.
Oh,
But I will say this, though. At least it does take the time, unlike Bohemian Rhapsody, which just have, phrase like almost immediately just in the band, which doesn't give any time for development at all. At least it gives some development for Neil Armstrong before he goes into space. And I will say there was a scene that was pretty funny when they were testing Neil Armstrong to see how well he could do like in space, and he throws up in the toilet. And then his friend Jason Clarke, who's all cocky and all that, he's cocky like, I can do that. And then he enters the bathroom.
I think they all did.
And then he throws up. And it's like, that was funny. And the cinematography, oh my god. Did it? I don't think it got nominated for best cinematography, did it? No, it didn't. It should have been nominated for best cinematography because
I thought it did. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought it did.
I can't remember if it did or didn't. But anyway, I love the cinematography in this movie because for the most part, it's like if they put us, the audience, in the perspectives of Neil Armstrong. Especially when we're entering the shuttle, it goes in this first person mode. And it was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm actually there.
I will give you that. And the sound design is really great.
Yes. And the music, too, is beautiful.
I don't remember nothing from the music, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah.
And I think this is
I didn't think the score was terrible.
And this really is one of Ryan Gosling's best performances. I will say this. I'm not too upset that he wasn't nominated for Best Actor because I would say, yeah, I can see like there were some better performances that year.
Dude, it was one no performance.
Really, that crying scene? That was a.
There was only 3 crying scenes when towards the end, when he was in his backyard and when he lost his child. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
love that. I especially love that moment where where his kid was like, "Hey, Daddy, want to play?" And then Neil Armstrong was like, holding back. It's like, I want to help your mom because you put yourself in the shoes of the person. Like if you're talking to your kid and you're trying to hold back, and you of course you would try to hold back your tears until you're somewhere alone where you can just let it all out.
But that's 3 scenes in a 2-hour and 20+ minute movie.
Oh yeah, and I will say this. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It is disappointing, but I'm not at all surprised that the movie did not do well at the box office because what the fuck did you think was gonna happen when you had to do that?
Yep.
Especially during this time period, you think it's a good time?
That's not wrong place, wrong time.
Dumbasses. Well, yeah. But anyways, yeah. First Man is a great movie. Bit slow paced, but it's still pretty entertaining. And Damien Chazelle, I cannot wait to see what he do next. But right now he's doing a TV show, so it's gonna be a while. All right.
Hopefully. Sorry. Hold on a second. What?
Go ahead, Brett.
All right. Next Blu-ray I have here is a Spielberg classic. I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
What color is Barney the dinosaur?
The color purple.
Yeah, color
You
purple.
got the color. Ooh,
And this nice dingy book.
two of the greatest debut performances, not only debut, but I've ever seen in my entire life. Oprah and Whoopi Goldberg.
They both should have
That
won
is
the
a
Oscars. For this.
It was nominated
I
for
love-
so many Oscars,
And-
not one win.
I believe the obvious winners that it
Hey,
should have
Gizzy,
been
come
were
here.
costume design, art
Come here.
direction, adapted screenplay, actress, and supporting actress. It would have won 5 of those Oscars. I believe those are the 5. Hey Gizmo.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
It's
the
raining.
movie
It's raining.
The movie had so many things, so there was a lot that could have been nominated.
Oh, and you know what?
It was
Who does
nominated, but it didn't win, Gary. It didn't win.
Unfortunately,
Who's the guy's name from Lethal Weapon in this movie?
Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
This
from
motherfucker in
Yeah,
this movie.
It was.
He's like Michael Fassbender, 12 Years a Slave evil in this movie.
Yeah, and it was great
It's okay, Gizzy. I know
because
it's
it showed you that dark side of what it's like for a person living in a hell.
This was a big breakthrough for Danny Glover.
big
Oh
time.
yeah,
That
it was
is
a big
Lethal Weapon.
breakthrough for a lot of those people in that movie.
You know what he did the exact same year as The Color Purple? Witness. He was one of the henchmen in Witness.
Oh, Witness is so good with Harrison Ford.
Yeah. And The Color Purple is such a heartbreaking but powerful film by Spielberg.
And inspiring too. Especially with all the
Yeah.
shit she goes through.
Oh yeah. And
I think that was my pick. One of my picks for the best film of the year.
yeah.
It was my number 2. My number 1 was Back to the Future.
A lot of those Oscars,
That's
costume and art direction, lost to Out of Africa.
Fuck. Boring as
I'm
fuck.
not going to lie. Even though Back to the Future would have been great, but if Color Purple won that award, if it did, I would have not complained at all.
I wouldn't
really
either.
would.
No. Back to the Future should have been nominated over Africa, and it should have won too.
Yep,
Yeah,
easily.
Oh yeah, but yeah, Color Purple, amazing Spielberg movie, one of his best, one of his all-time best.
wait, is that a shiny? Is that a shiny cover? One of those like shine covers or whatever they are. Yeah, it's one of those.
It's a digibook.
Yeah, I had a feeling it's one of those.
All
Good
right,
stuff.
and last Blu-ray I have here, and this one is not a movie, and this Blu-ray I have here is a Black Klansman.
It's a joint.
I don't get it, Joe. Why are you so against calling them joints?
Because a joint is something that you smoke.
Have you ever
Or
been to a
club.
joint?
A club too.
No, they call it a club.
I call places joints all the time.
I never do.
That's because you're not from Buffalo. That's why.
What the fuck does that matter?
We Buffalonians call places joints. Or is that anybody?
Buffalonians? Fucking gimp.
But I'm not gonna say much. I reviewed Black Klansman.
Terrific movie.
Terrific what?
Terrific movie. Don't fucking do that shit to me. Oh no, terrific club.
Oh yeah, I'm not so much. I already reviewed it. It's one of Spike Lee's best. It's in my top 3. It's in my top 3.
Yeah, that one, Malcolm X, and Do the Right Thing are probably his 3 best.
Oh, my top 3 are number 3, Black Klansman. Number 2, 25th Hour. Number 1, Do the Right Thing.
Wow, now Malcolm X? Oh shit.
Malcolm X would be number 4. My number 4.
Oh, I guess you're not a Spike Lee fan because you don't have Malcolm X in your top 3.
Right.
Those fucking assholes.
I'm so glad Adam Driver got his first nomination for this. He was so deserving. And I will say this though, even though A Star Is Born, my pick for Best Picture, Black Klansman is my pick for Best Adapted Screenplay.
Okay, as a whole or for the Oscars?
For the Oscars.
Okay, yeah, I agree too.
Although I could tell, considering that Spike Lee co-wrote it, I could tell how awkward his acceptance speech will be.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
So like I said, I think he's a talented filmmaker. I don't like him as a person.
neither do I. He's like one of his characters bugging out from Do the Right Thing. He
He
just
is. No, he is. Holy shit. Bugging out. Yeah, I remember him. Motherfucker needs a haircut. That's some bitch.
Oh, he did. He did in Breaking Bad.
What did one of the guys say? You should protest against that barber that fucked up your head.
Yeah, that's Robin Harris.
Yeah, from Do the Right Thing.
Yeah, and also, Mr. Bebe's Kids himself.
Oh shit, Baby's Kids.
Anyway, yeah, Black Klansman is terrific. If it won Best Picture, I would not be mad. I want either Stars Born, Roma, Black Klansman, or Black Panther to win Best Picture.
Roma's winning everything. It's winning director and picture. I guarantee it.
It's winning cinematography. Oh, which, by the way, I will get to later.
Oh god.
All right, Black Klansman, great, love it. All right, speaking of the Oscars.
Oh, the DOFs, yeah. You know what? I'm loving watching. I'm loving watching them fuck things up. I really am.
So am I. So, the Oscars have just recently announced what categories they will not be presenting on.
Oh my god, I could not. And Alfonso Cuarón, his tweet about this was amazing.
And Guillermo del Toro's upset too.
Oh, he was furious.
Martin Scorsese and Spike Lee, they're all upset about this.
Yeah, with no cinematography, their goals like 1/3 to 1/2 of your fucking movie.
Right, and best film editing, they're not going to present best film editing as well.
That's retarded.
Not in best makeup or best live action short. I don't care about live action short, but it's fair to show every single category.
Why do you think made Baby Driver work so well? The fucking editing.
Exactly, and the sound design too.
Yep.
It's a pretty stupid. It's a slap in the face to the people who work their asses off in the technical departments of those movies. I don't usually use this, because I hate when people say, "Oh, these people work so hard. You shouldn't be bashing those movies." I don't use that as an excuse for a shitty movie. But when it comes to a great movie, that's when I say yes, they work hard on those movies.
Oh yeah, the filmmakers. They're starting to become like WWE, where if you say something bad about a film or do your worst list, they'll come at you with fucking pitchforks and knives, and you have like Chris Stuckman pull that bullshit like, I'm not gonna scream and fake scream and all that shit. I just don't like doing that. I'm just like, fuck off, dude.
Exactly. Especially a best cinematography, which means I don't get to watch one of the many Oscars Alfonso Cuarón will win.
Which, if he wins, he rightfully deserves that.
He's definitely going to win cinematography for Roma.
Yep, because it was beautiful.
Oh yeah. It's a shame I won't see that win or film ending because it's a slap in the face. It's like they're asking people to not watch them. It's like, oh, last year we have the lowest ratings in history. Well, we can fix that by going even lower. I guarantee.
Okay, if they end up not breaking the record, I will stand as a man completely shocked, just completely surprised.
And what if they do break their record?
Needless to say, I fucking told you so.
You see how everyone on Twitter is reacting? Some people on Twitter say, I'm not watching the Oscars this year.
Good! Fuck them! I hope they learned something throughout this bullshit.
All right, especially considering they're hostless this year. I'm going to say fuck you to Kevin Hart. When they had Kevin Hart, and he had to do it. And you said, fuck you, Kevin Hart.
He wanted to do it because he wanted to make the Oscars funny again. But no, here comes the social justice warriors and, people who are PC. These are the people who are turning this world into a fucking fiery grave. I swear.
I swear to God.
What do you think, Gare Bear? Gare Bear. Gare Bear! Gare Bear, pay attention! Pay attention!
I'm just listening.
What the fuck are you chewing on?
His microphone piece. So.
Look like he's chewing on one of those things that you get from a urinal.
Explains why Lucas is fucked up.
But yeah. I mean, not having cinematography is fucking retarded.
Exactly, which means if this happened, then we would have been watching Roger Deakins win his Oscar for Blade Runner.
I mean, I don't know what was worse, not presenting it or during the break or going to the crowd to give them their award, not let them go on stage. You remember that shit they pulled?
When did that happen?
Oh my God. I'm not sure when, but they did do this. Yeah, where they gave the awards to them and they presented to them in the crowd. They didn't let them come up on stage.
Or make their speech?
Well, they did their speech, but it was in the crowd.
There's not a microphone on them, though.
Well, they were carrying a microphone.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fucking retarded, dude.
It's a stupid decision that the Academy's been making. They've been making stupid decisions for quite some time.
I told you, they went downhill ever since like 2005 to 2006 ish. That's when they start going downhill.
Right.
And
that,
by the way, here's something that I noticed. Now, with the Oscars, they always aim towards a certain demographic that fits their appeal. Okay?
mm-hmm.
One film that's nominated for Best Picture does not fit those qualities. And it's not nominated for Best Director. Gee, I wonder why. A Star is Born.
Yeah. Oh, that really upsets me. Bradley Cooper not nominated for Best Director. Instead, we got Cold War not for Best Director. What the fuck?
Because, okay, Black Panther fits their agenda. Why? It deals with the race. With all of their films, it fits their agenda except for A Star is Born. And why wasn't that film nominated for Best Director?
Because they rather give love to foreign directors. With the movie Cold War being not for Best Director.
But why? But that's not even nominated for Best Picture, is it?
No, it's not.
There you go.
It's so ridiculous.
What does that tell you?
It's such a ridiculous decision, and the Academy, they're just losing their viewers each year.
Dude, the last year they pulled 28 million views, the lowest in the show's history.
Yeah.
Like I said, if the show does not break their record, I will be in complete and utter fucking shock.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would be completely shocked, especially everyone's pissed at it.
I don't know what will be worse, me predicting it's going to be the worst ratings or John Campea predicting that Aquaman is not going to make $1 billion. And it did.
Oh, God. Sorry, those are my thoughts on this. And I got a couple more topics before we close.
Go ahead. You got time.
All right. I want to discuss, this one. Okay. So a few weeks ago, we got a trailer for Ghostbusters 3. The Ghostbusters movie we've all been waiting for. Well, it's not a teaser. It's like a teaser, that showcase. Hey,
yeah.
This is it. And I'm hyped. I'm incredibly hyped. Especially got Jason Reitman directing it. I was like, hell yeah, the son of the original director.
And a great filmmaker too, I believe.
I read that Jason Reitman was actually in the Ghostbusters movies. Yeah, as cameos,
Oh yeah, he has a small cameo in it. Ivan Reitman's done some really funny movies.
Oh yeah, and then he did Junior. And I'm excited for it, but there's two individuals I want to talk about related to this who are not excited and for pretty, selfish, babyish reasons. First one I want to talk about is Leslie Jones.
I did a post about this too, and not only the way she worded it, but the way she called out the president, I was just like, what the fuck does he have anything to do with this?
No, her tweet is like, saying, it's basically her saying, oh, fuck us, women in these roles, right? And she said, and she I guess, imitated Trump in her tweet by saying, we're going to make a new Ghostbusters movie and it's going to be all men, all right? She said she's acting like if it's a disgrace, I was like, okay, lady. First of all, before Pulp Fiction's Ghostbusters was even announced, do you do your research? Ghostbusters 3, the actual Ghostbusters 3, has been in development hell for a long time.
It's for years.
They kept going back and forth on it. That movie has been in development before Pulp Fiction's Ghostbusters was even announced.
Yep.
2, this is not a continuation of Pulp Fiction's Ghostbusters.
No, it's a continuation of the sequel of the original.
Yeah, the original, which by the way, I heard it has the original Ghostbusters training new Ghostbusters.
Yep, that is true.
Yeah. So I'm interested in seeing how that could turn out. And 3, Why would Donald Trump even care about Ghostbusters?
It's like, this is like something that Donald Trump would do, is make it all. I'm just like, okay, first of all, your movie fucking sucked. It was nothing but a man-hating, fucking feminazi agenda. That's all that movie was.
I didn't mind Paul Feig's Ghostbusters too much, but I'm glad there's actually a real Ghostbusters 3 happening.
That movie, seriously, every guy in the movie was either an asshole, a retard, obnoxious, or all the above. Every single guy in that movie.
And the use of the cameos of the original Ghostbusters.
And how did they kill the main ghost? Oh, they zapped him in his fucking balls. Fuck off, movie.
It's pretty stupid.
And how can you kill a ghost? That makes no sense. That's why the original still beats you, because they captured him.
Well, they killed. Like, does Gozer count as a ghost that they killed?
They killed him in the female version. That makes no sense.
Right. It's stupid. And another individual related to that is film critic Scott Mendelson. I don't remember much of that article, but I remember what the title of that article says. The title of the article says, "There's a Ghostbusters 3 happening, ... and it's all your fault."
Fuck you. It's not our fault that we fucking hated it, dickhead.
And I remember the beginning of that article says that people didn't flock to the new Ghostbusters movie because, and he does a sarcastic gasp in the sense like, oh, it has women in it.
Really? You know, movie also has women in it that were awesome. The Descent, or Mad Max Fury Road, or Ocean's 8, which is actually not bad.
Terminator 2.
Terminator 2, Aliens, Girls Trip,
Halloween,
or Bridesmaids.
Yes.
So who the fuck is he trying? And the Ghostbusters trailer, the first one, the 2016, it was one of the most disliked video in history. To where Sony had to make up a bunch of bullshit of why we're hating on it.
Exactly. And a couple other sentences, I remember is we got a he brings this up, believe it or not. I'm not kidding what I'm about to say. So we have a white male director in charge.
Last time I checked, Ivan Reitman is white as well when he directed the original. And Paul Feig directed a white guy. He directed the female version. So right there, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, so we're bringing that up. Yeah. This is what I'm sick of. People are complaining that, oh, why do we keep hiring white male directors? How about ignore that they're white and male? How about focus on the fact that they're talented? Okay.
Widows. A lot of people in the chat are saying widows.
Yeah. Steve McQueen. He did a fantastic job at that one. That's my 2. That should have been nominated for Oscars. Anyway, and he also mentions his last few films weren't very successful. Yeah, he's talking about box office, not in terms of the quality of the movies.
Yeah, movie wasn't a box office juggernaut, but yet it's a masterpiece of war. The Hurt Locker. It only made 15-20 million.
It was the lowest grossing Best Picture winner of all time.
And it is incredible.
And somehow Jason Reitman movies didn't do so well at the box office. Who gives a shit?
Has he seen Juno? Or Up in the Air? Yeah.
Thank You for Smoking.
That was done very well.
Exactly. So what the hell is he talking about?
He's a fucking retard. That's what he is.
So yeah, those are, I gotta say, what Leslie Jones and Scott Mendelson have in common is like they are so incredibly defensive of Paul Feig's Ghostbusters, not because of how good the movie is, but because of diversity and all that shit. Something I'm sick of hearing within the film industry.
All diversity. Fuck off, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, remember back when film was inspiring and how it can make people want to make movies. Nowadays, if people would look at something like, say, The Shawshank Redemption, they would complain about not having any females in it.
Yeah, not any females, even though it took place in a fucking prison. Stupid.
Exactly.
Remember, that's what Spike Lee tried to pull on Clint Eastwood for Flags of Our Fathers.
Exactly. Even though there were some black soldiers in that movie.
Yeah, or the people in Dunkirk. The people
Grace
against,
Randolph.
even
Grace
though
Randolph.
there were black people in that, but yet most of them were soldiers from an area to where there isn't that many.
Grace Randolph talked about
Fucking stupid, disgrace, PG-13 Randolph bitch. Yes, her.
So yeah, those are my thoughts on Ghostbusters 3. I'm looking forward to it. Scott
Oh.
Mendelson and Leslie Jones are out of touch.
Yeah, they should join the Vince McMahon club. Fucking dumb old fucks.
Yeah, so those are my thoughts on that. Now I have one more topic I want to discuss. This one I really want to talk about. Oh my god, yes.
Go ahead.
Okay. In case you don't know, my most anticipated of 2019 is Martin Scorsese's The Irishman.
The Irishman.
Reason for that, he's my favorite director of all time. If he's my favorite director of all time, then yes, it's my most anticipated of the year.
Yeah, it's like me with Nolan. I can totally understand where you're coming from.
Yeah. And, okay, two things that really caught my attention. First off, it might have a premiere at Cannes Film Festival.
Oh, that ought to be interesting.
Because the first time it will be released, it will have a limited release in theaters around September. And then have a worldwide release on Netflix in October.
I was gonna say, yeah, Netflix is it's towards the fall season, right?
Yeah. So, because if it's getting first showcase around September, I'm thinking, yeah, there's no way it's missing out on Cannes.
Of course not.
Because Cannes Film Festival is like the most prestigious film festival ever.
Even though the people who go there can be hit or miss.
Yeah. So yeah, that is very exciting. That is very exciting. What's also exciting, interesting to hear is that Scorsese's personal editor, Thelma Shoemaker. Yeah, I'm not a real Scorsese fan. Yeah, well, guess what? I know his editor.
Yeah.
Stated that don't expect The Irishman to be anything at all like Goodfellas. Like, that's a pretty interesting take because it's about, Jimmy Hoffa, the life of Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah.
Not expected to be anything like Goodfellas. Like, okay, is this like a completely different take on it? Is it like an epic feel to it? Well, you could say it's an epic feel because what's interesting is that Scorsese was able to use visual effects to make Robert De Niro look younger.
Kind of like what they did with Jeff Bridges and Tron Legacy.
Well, maybe it'll be a bit more believable. It'll be more believable here than in Tron Legacy.
Or was it Brad Pitt and Curtis Case?
Or I was saying, similar to how what Robert Zemeckis did with Forrest Gump.
That was done extremely well, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited to see this. And it has a budget like over $100 million. Like,
it's huge. But look at the stellar cast it has.
Yeah, is this I'm guessing this like the most expensive mafia movie ever made, I'm guessing.
Well, The Departed, that cost what, 90 to 100 million?
I don't look at the budget for that one. But
I think it's around there. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So yeah, it's my most anticipated year because Scorsese always packs big casts in his movies.
Huge. I couldn't believe the names for this movie.
Yes, and this is like the first time
it's like a reunion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When's the last time Scorsese directed Robert De Niro in anything? Casino.
Wait, it was Casino?
Yeah, that was the last time Scorsese directed Robert
24 years ago almost.
At least almost 25 years, I believe. Unless you count Shark Tale, which they did work together in Shark Tale.
Whoa, Shark Tale!
That was
okay, Scorsese was the best thing about that movie.
I will give it that because Scorsese does show some range as a good actor, as he is a fantastic director. I mean, remember his cameo in Taxi Driver?
Yep.
Hey, there's a black man there, and I'm gonna shoot him with my 44 Magnum pistol. Oh, you think I'm sick? Anyway, so yeah, with all that in mind, I'm very excited to see how The Irishman will turn out. And also, Reason why I'm excited for this because Steven Zalian is writing the movie, and you know what he did, right?
Stephen who? Salen?
Steven Zalian. That name sound familiar?
Yes.
He won the Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay for Schindler's List.
That's right. I thought that name.
And he also co-wrote with Aaron Sorkin on Moneyball.
Moneyball, which is a fantastic fucking baseball movie.
So yeah, I'm very excited for this. You know, Martin Scorsese, Steven Zalian working together. The hell yeah. Although then again, Steven Zalian did write Exodus, Gods and Kings.
Oh my god, that movie is so fucking boring.
And he co-wrote one of the worst sequels ever, Hannibal.
Oh my god! Don't even remind me of that movie.
It's pretty sad when Brett Ratner, of all people,
makes a better Hannibal movie than Ridley Scott.
And it was actually really good. The Red Dragon.
Yeah, Red Dragon.
Which is fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, Steven Zalian, telling you know, he wrote Schindler's List. It shows he can be a hit and miss writer. Oh, he also wrote American Gangster.
That movie I think is good. I don't think it's one of his best, but it's good.
Oh yeah. So I'm very excited to see what he could do, you know, with The Irishman. Especially when it comes to Scorsese. I'm very excited.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those are my thoughts on The Irishman and why it's my most anticipated movie of the year. I'm very excited for it.
You and James Ball, that's another film he's looking forward to. Yeah, the fucking troll.
So yeah, those are my topics, and I'm done.
Mr. Gapper.
I gotta go to work tomorrow morning.
Yay.
No yay. No yay.
What do you mean no yay?
I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Well, good for you.
And I'm fucking tired.
Well, then go to bed, you fucking grump.
That's what I'm going to do.
Good. Go to bed. Get your sleep.
So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, that was our program for tonight. And this was our episode, and I think we did really well in terms of everything that transpired. So everybody, thank you all for tuning into this lovely episode. And please, this Sunday, stay tuned for the 2019 second annual Network Film Awards. That is going to be featured live on this page Sunday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
7 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific.
So please stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. And as for that, I have nothing more to say. Goodbye.
Brady Boo.
Actually, can you still see her right here?
Oh no, she's I don't. Where'd she go? I don't see her.
Right there. She's right here.
She's off camera, unfortunately.
Oh. No, she's licking herself.
Oh,
She's licking herself.
Boy, if a nickel for every time, I wish I can do that.
That's none of our business, man.
If I was able to do that, I don't want to have to go to the grocery store and buy groceries anymore.
Wow.
If you can't laugh at that, you get the fuck out of here. That shit was funny.
Oh. All right. Thank you all for joining this exciting episode of Flicks with the Dicks. There'll be more to come. There'll be more topics to go over. Some more movie reviews, and special thanks to my cat Opal for joining in.
Aw, cute kid, eh?
And those are my topics. And your turn, Jerome.
Absolutely. Thanks for tuning into episode 72 of Flicks with the Dicks. Tuning into episode 73, which will happen the Sunday after next Sunday, because we have, of course, the Network Film Awards. Like I said, I have no idea who's winning. I have no idea. So your guess is as good as mine. Only Gare Bear knows. I will find out this Sunday. And, of course, next Friday we will do, not this Friday, but the Friday we'll come back with Wheel of Cinema. And we will continue on where C.A. Cougar was our champion with 20,000. Until then, stay tuned. And once again, motherfuck this fucking douchebag that not only gave my boy Austin shit, but he admitted that he's a sick, pathetic piece of shit who a miss he loves, mutilating himself, hoping I bleed, and hoping that he trolls more people, and he uses an Asian alias name. Don't worry, I will post it all in my Facebook so you can see it for yourself.
As well as motherfucker, the Oscars for making a dumbass decision, and Leslie Jones and Scott Mendelson with Ghostbusters.
I love watching you guys fuck up. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna watch some SFM porn starring that sexy, fine-ass woman with the curves and all, Jessica Rabbit. Good day, everybody.